fundraising concert. Thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. This is a very powerful event we'll be hosting. I'm Richard Miller, the founder of Keep Six, and tonight we have Rachel, who was able to put this all together, and our executive director, Richard Stevenson, joining us. We are also will be joined by Miss Universe Canada, Nova Stevens, who will also be hosting along with myself tonight. We have a tremendous lineup of great artists tonight joining us straight across the board. And we're hoping that you, our community, can reach out and help us to continue the work that we're doing in the community. We are asking for your help into achieving our goal of continue to help young people in our community and also people that's been affected by the gun violence that's been happening in the city. But most of all, the young people and the individuals that is suffering from COVID-19.
So we've taken the time to take a number of artists from the Six, all artists from various backgrounds, various age groups, and we've come together to really create something that's empowering for the youth of today, and that sends a positive message, especially with a lot of what's been going on currently within Toronto, especially with the gun violence. So this is our way of giving back to the community. We hope that you enjoy it. Please feel free to donate. So www.keep6.org. And yeah, we hope you enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Hello, and I'd just like to also introduce you to my wonderful co-host, Nova Stevenson, who's also crowned Miss Universe Canada for 2020. Nova is a wonderful person who's always been a part of Keep Six, and it's a pleasure having you here today and supporting the community like you've always doing, Nova.
Hi, Richard. Oh, what a pleasure and honor to be here with you. You have been someone that has been in support of me, so it's only fitting that I support you too, and I support everything that you do because it aligns with what I want to accomplish in life. I'm so proud of who you are, Richard, and what you've done for Toronto and just for the world. And I just hope that people get to know more of you today. This is an amazing fundraiser that I'm more than happy and delighted to be part of. It's something that we are experiencing this time, not just only this time, but it's very prevalent in our society, especially with, police brutality. It all goes in line with one another. So I'm just happy to be in support of this amazing cause. It's important that we shed light on it, and it's important that we help those that have been impacted with gun violence as well as COVID.
Thank you, Nova. It's a pleasure as always. Now, I would like to also introduce our DJ tonight, DJ Wiz, who will be also introducing the artists. And we have a great big lineup tonight of some really big, powerful talent in this city tonight. So stay tuned, and DJ Wiz, take it over.
A pleasant good morning, good day, good evening, and good night for those viewing around the world. My name is DJ Wiz from Vibe 105.5 FM, Toronto, Canada. I am your host for this, the first virtual Keep Six fundraising concert to empower our youth in the community. Keep Six was started in 2017 by our present founder and CEO, Mr. Richard Miller. After his personal experiences within the justice system, he identified opportunities within the community that needed immediate change, focusing on at-risk youth and individuals reintegrating back into society. Richard built a team to provide the necessary support. Today, we present to you the virtual concert, where we are asking you, the community, to support Keep Six so we can continue supporting and empowering youth in the community. Those reintegrating back into the community need our help as well. We have many local and international acts for your viewing pleasure. We're also asking that you take the time to go to www.keep6.org. That's www.keep6.org for your donation, which is very important for us to keep helping the youth in the community. This is the Keep Six fundraising concert.
Yeah. Uze. Let's get it.
Damn, they went and killed another black man. Damn, they went and killed another black man.
Enough is enough for the fluff. They try to hold a brother down, but I'm ready to bust. They try to take away our crowns, but they're doing too much. I know we started underground, and now it's time to be up. Too many killings, way too many killings. Because of my black face, they're telling me that I'm villain, telling me that I'm illin', telling me what I'm feeling, telling me all lies, but I know, all my people won't stop fighting till we're equal. So I raise a fist for Trayvon, I raise a fist for George, and I raise a fist for every black man that's in the morgue. So I know, all my people won't stop fighting till we're equal. So I raise a fist for Trayvon, I raise a fist for George, I raise a fist for every black man that's in the morgue.
Damn me when he kills another black man. 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 Damn me when he kills another black man.
We need to unite and stand up and fight. Protest, what's next? Cause it's one of our rights. Life is what we want, I'm kicking it like a punt. Do you hear what I'm saying? Cause now I'm saying it blunt. All I want is to live. Imagine all of the kids growing up with a pops, and now they papa is dead. All because of the feds, all because of the fears. Black man, unite, we need to do it for real. So I know, all my people won't stop fighting till we're equal. So I raise a fist for Trayvon, I raise a fist for George, raise a fist for every black man that's in the morgue. So I know, all my people won't stop fighting till we're equal. So I raise a fist for Trayvon, I raise a fist for George, raise a fist for every black man that's in the morgue.
Damn me when he kills another black man. 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 Damn me when he kills another black man.
Double O-Z-I-E, it's not Uzi, it's Uze. Say it like you're French, let's get it. That's it.
Well, thank you, and welcome back to our first ever Keep Six telethon for empowering the youth in the community. Our first act, absolutely fabulous, and he goes by the name of Uze. Like, parlez-vous français? Uze. Pleasant good evening and welcome, Uze. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you for having me tonight.
Listen, I heard the lyrics. I got the vibe. I understood everything that you're saying. But for those out there, what was the inspiration behind what we just heard today?
Well, the inspiration was behind all the police brutality that's been happening to black people, especially black men. When you turn on the television and you see that another one of us has been murdered, it's just like, damn, another black man.
Yeah. Listen, you represent a part of the city that a lot of crime has been in, just a part. And it's all the six. But what's that area that you represent and where you come from?
Well, I'm from the Scar. I'm from Scarborough, so there's things that happen, but at the same time, I feel like if you stay out of trouble and you mess with the right people, you can avoid those situations.
What do you want to see for the youth of today? What is your inspiration for them? What is your vision for the youth of today?
Well, I want to see them get as many opportunities as possible, opportunities that I never was able to see or I never got, just so they could fully take advantage of what there is to offer. And we're in Toronto. People may not know, but when you go out of province like I have been, there's so many opportunities in Toronto that other places don't have. Yeah. So take advantage of those grants, take advantage of the different workshops and clinics you can go to, because a lot of places don't have these things.
Do you have an album coming out, an EP coming out? Where can people go download your music, check you out? Where can they get all that stuff?
Well, they could follow me at Uzi J French. That's at Instagram, or Uzi J French Facebook.
Listen, these are wise, wise words from a young man, an individual who is stepping up in this Keep Six, the telethon, the virtual concert for empowering youths, and he wants to empower youths. This is Uzi J. Pleasant good evening. Thank you, brother, for coming out.
Thank you very much for having me.
This is the first virtual telethon from Keep Six, helping empowering youth in our community and reintegrating youth from the justice system that, thank you to Richard Miller, who has embedded himself and keyed himself into making an organization help our communities around the world. And I hope you take advantage of this. And today we have a very, very, very special guest. We have Deshaun from Dreams to Reality, a powerful youth empowerment organization, along with our CEO, Richard Miller from Keep Six ORG. So listen, we need your help. Donate. www.keep6.org. $15 gets you a mask. $25 gets you a t-shirt. And right now, I'm going to let you sneak into a conversation with two very, very powerful CEOs. Check it out.
Hey, Sean, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Nice to see you again. I love the work you're doing. It's been a pleasure working with you for the last 2 years. I see that you're doing a lot of good work to make a lot of changes in the community.
Likewise with yourself, Richard. I mean, unlocking the justice system and doing that event with you, getting kids to share their story with people in the legal field, such as probation officers, lawyers, judges. It gives different perspectives on what's needed and where the struggles are and the barriers are to fix the justice system, along with the social sector and different opportunities to be created for youth. The reason why I started Dreams to Reality as a founder with Andre and a lot of other youth that were in the Melbourne community was we needed something that could represent us in the public eye that wouldn't be considered a gang. Because when a lot of these youth form up and they try and have an identity, it's very easy for them to be labeled as a gang. So Dreams to Reality was something for youth to be attached to that didn't have any negative connotations to it. And that they can be their self and not have to feel like they have to prove who they are to fit in. We accept everybody for who they are. The mission is to help youth recognize their skill sets to find their purpose in life. We know God put gifts in everybody, and everybody's here for a reason. All we're trying to do is just help them get on their path and go into the direction that God had planned for their life.
I really appreciate the work you're doing. But one of the things is that you're in the community doing the groundwork. But funding is one of the biggest things for a grassroots organization like myself and like you. How are you able to get through with your work, and how do you feel about not getting any funding and all of these other big agencies getting the funding, but they're not in the community doing the work that's needed?
It's a little discouraging at times, because when you're supporting youth to make their change and they're willing to step up to the plate and take responsibility, and the opportunities are not coming to them, it can discourage them from feeling like this is not what they're supposed to do. And I don't want youth to get the wrong message. I think the sector is non-for-profit, but sometimes it can feel like for-profit when you see how people's actions change when money is on the table from when it's not on the table. And sometimes partnerships feel like competition, and we don't want to feel like, I know the youth don't want to feel like they're competing with anybody. So when they hear collaborative impact and they have so much evidence of groundwork, they expect people to reach out to them. They expect people to say, hey, we can see this opportunities clearly for you guys based on all the work you've done. How do we support you to get it? It's kind of the opposite where, hey, we want to get the funding and then make you work for us, right? But if the youth applied for the same opportunity, why doesn't it recognize as a partnership? They don't want to feel tokenized. And a lot of the times youth feel tokenized because they're not even getting the recognition for the things that people are taking credit for when they have clear proof that they're the ones that started this, or they're the one that came up with the idea. So it kind of feels altered that they can't even get recognition, much less support for funding from organizations that are supposed to be like big brothers to them.
Right.
It hurts.
Yeah, thanks. I clearly can see that. And that's one of the reasons why I've decided at Keep Six for us to do this little fundraising to help members in the community and for us to continue to do the work we're doing. And a lot, just like a lot of grassroots organizations like yourself and myself, we have to try to do whatever we can to do the work that we need to get done.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I mean, it's a liability to work with youth in the hood. And that's what hurts me, because they're still a youth like everybody else. And if people are looking at them as a liability, then you should let them be liable if they're willing to take on that responsibility and not try and intervene with how they're putting their stuff together, because everybody brings different strengths to the table and lived experience, and just comfortability with your peers. It's not what's being said, it's who's saying it. It goes a long way to a youth when he knows what's being said is from somebody he knows is heartfelt to him or has a connection to him, where someone with a PhD and has all the diplomas can say it, but it's not going to resonate. It's not going to hit the same way. So what I want to challenge people to do is help youth on the ground level build their capacity, to kind of take over some of the work that clearly needs to be done by people with the lived experience, people that come from the same walks of life, and people that are probably peers and can relate to people outside of the work hours and the business hours.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you again as always.
It's a pleasure.
Good. Thanks for your support.
Thank you for having me, Richard.
This is what we do here. We try to fix things. We try to fix our community, helping the youth. And you, viewing this right now, the virtual concert of Keep Six, I'm telling you, you could make a donation and help us. Go to www.keep6.org. That's www.keep6.org. Make any donation, small donation, large donation. Keep helping us so we could help our community. Now, we have one of the great, terrific acts of Toronto, Canada. He goes by the name of Vance McKenzie. He's right here on the virtual Keep Six telethon.
If it's broken, I can fix it. If it's lost, I will find it. Don't you worry, I'm here today. It's your heart that I will save.
You know something? I want to talk to everybody out there. You know what?
I'm working hard, I'm on the grind, but all day you're on my mind. Looking at the clock every hour. Maybe I will buy you some flowers. You know I climb a mountain for you. I'll do anything just to show you I have a special healing for you. Let me tell ya. Ooh, baby, yeah. We're gonna have a real good time. Together we will be alright. Ooh, baby, I wanna tell ya, our life's a real blessed time.
You know what?
That's why we'll
Keep Six
be
can fix it.
mine. If it's broken, I can fix it. If it's lost, I will find it. I will find it. Your broken heart, my baby. Don't you worry, I'm here today. Don't you worry. It's your heart that I will save. Your broken heart. All my broken heart I'll find it. Don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you worry. Baby's broken, I can't fix it. Baby's broken, I can't fix it.
Hey, Rich, come here a second. He can fix it. Rich Mill can fix
Baby's
it.
broken, I can't fix it.
And that's what we do here at Keep Six. We fix it. According to the great Vance McKenzie. How you doing, sir?
Hey, thank you so much for having me here tonight for this very, very good cause. We're talking humility, empathy, self-respect, dignity. That's what Keep Six represents, and it's helping a lot of things, and I'm so proud to be a part of it and be with her.
You know that just takes away my first question that I was
Yes,
going
sir.
to ask you. How you felt, but now I know how you feel. What's it like to know that you're empowering the youths and empowering the city, and people all over the world are watching you now? What's it like?
It means a lot because at the end of the day, in our lifetime, we have to do some good things, especially for the youth, for the young. What Keep Six is standing for is clearly a great representation of what us older people must represent to them. So I'm totally very happy about this today. I'm so happy to be here.
You've been an artist for many, many years, and you've seen changes within the time and within the city. What's it like now for you looking through this city and seeing a lot of gun violence and a lot of youths dying? And, of course, it's been a massive change. How does it make you feel? What does it, give you when you think of when you listen to the news and wake up every morning?
Well, again, being a person that has empathy, it breaks me to tears, whether it be youth, old, this, that. The gun violence coming from our generation, from the 70s and 80s, yes, there was violence to a degree, but it was not such gunplay, not such warfare on the streets. So it breaks my heart, and definitely something has to be done about it, and I'm happy Keep Six standing forth for this cause and dimension. Very important for our future.
Keep Six is happy that you're here supporting this cause, and we hope you out there also watching, wherever you are in this world, are supporting this cause. And you go to www.keep6.org. That's www.keep6.org. Make that donation. Help us. Let us help others. Keep supporting. Vance McKenzie, thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Mayor Patrick Brown of Brampton, and we are excited to be participating in the 2020 Keep Six Toy Drive in Brampton. If you want to donate a new toy to a child in our community, it's as easy as clicking the link when you visit the website or call 1-800-640-3075 or go to keep6.org. And I want to thank everyone behind this beautiful initiative. It's about an opportunity to give back. Merry Christmas, everyone. Remember, giving is the best gift.
That's what we do here. We're doing it. Keep Six. You just keep supporting. We'll keep supporting. You keep donating. We'll keep helping the community. That's what we want. www.keep6.org. www.keep6.org. And we're keeping that vibes flowing. I told you, we have some acts upon acts upon acts. And coming up now, all the way from the west of Toronto, this is none other than Jay Isaiah.
Yeah, it's just me. That's me. What if I was so real you thought I was fake? What if I showed you all the love, but all you saw was hate? What if I told you all truth, but all you told was lies? What if I thought that you were here, but you ain't feel alive? It would be crazy, ain't it? See, I got stories for the canvas, needed paint to make it. I got good intentions, why they trying to make me heinous? It's human nature, we all fail, so why you think I'm shameless? Late nights to be tripping, just grip it on the stainless, like I ain't got to lose. Little so confused, dreaming about the Jordans, it was never just a pair of shoes. Look at all the nights I sacrificed, put down the work, so the trap, and I'ma rap tonight. I'ma hit the booth to keep it real, though, don't you cap tonight. I got different clips, so go and load them on the Mac tonight. Yeah, see, that's my action type. This is me trapping, right? Who would've thought I'd be here? Not me, dog. So many ups and downs in this life. It's like a seesaw. Put me up to bed and watch me flip, and I'm Batista. Pray that they don't envy on the kid or try to creep up. Cause I can't lose, just what I'm working for. Like I'm trying for some abs, I gotta work the core. The vision clear, ain't no blemish, player, that's for sure. I'm trying to blow up, take my on a tour. And that's just how I'm coming, that's for sure, player. We here to stop the gun violence. We're here to do what we do best. Spread peace and positivity and love. And tell the youth there's other ways to make it out rather than trapping and jugging and finessing. You can do what you want to do. That's me. See, this gon' be the realest shit I ever wrote. Inspire the kids and I pray I give them hope. Entertain to the masses and I put on a show. Baby, put me on the stage, I better never choke. Cause I was born for this, baby, I was born for this. Know that I just gotta be the one, ain't no corny shit. Thought I told you cause I was lit, I'm on my Tory shit. Writing memoirs all in this book, ain't tryna story it. So life's a bitch and I'ma fuck it good. And I'ma buy a foreign, pull up to the hood. And pull up to the youngest, tell him you ain't got a trap and you ain't got a jug. You can do just what you want, don't you go misunderstood. Like trust me, boy, I've been there. No food up in the fridge, we ain't sleep till mama get here. Dreaming about the top and now you can't just wait to get there. Just remember every single step it took to get there. So tell him watch the throne. Cause there's no church up in the wild just to judge who's right or wrong. We some in Paris that just don't know when and wrong. And ass on everything, married to the game, I'ma cut this a wedding ring. Yeah, I'm married to the game, I'ma buy this girl a wedding ring. Yeah, and that's on everything.
Nothing's ever right no more, but I don't wanna fight no more. Fussing, we fight and we make up. Talk about hate, then we make love. Nothing in this life's for sure. All I know is that we need us more. Girl, what we had isn't made up. If you're moving on, I won't wait. Cause I've had some time to think. Waiting for this red light to change. I realize that I'm not the same. So many thoughts going through my brain. I'll be damned if I ever let you slip away. I've been on a late night drive and I'm all alone. Just me and my thoughts when I'm on the road. On a late night ride by myself. I've been on a late night ride by myself. Hoping that nobody else will call my phone. That's the only time I get to spend alone. On a late night ride by myself. I've been on a late night drive by myself.
This is for a good cause. This isn't just as us as artists. This is us telling you that there's more to life than being in the hood. Get out of it. Do what you gotta do and get out of it. We are trying to create peace and unity. No more gun violence. Stop politics. Life would be so much easier. The city's a beautiful city. There's no need for all the hatred that the city has.
That's what we do here. Keep 6. We keep giving you the best acts locally and worldwide. I'm telling you, Jay Isaiah is here with us. And what a fabulous, fabulous performance.
Thank you.
Listen, my friend, you had us speechless. You had us speechless. Your words, your rhyming put together, the etiquette. I mean, what does it take for you? Where's your thought process when you're making your lyrics,
Honestly, I just really try to draw just from things in everyday life and experiences that I've been through and currently still go through, just, everyday life, really.
Right. Listen, you're from the West, representing the West.
Yeah, Saugus City representing.
Saugus City representing, right? A lot of violence has happened, in the course of time, in the last couple months and over time. How does that make you feel as a young individual, especially a young black man making it in this world today?
Honestly, if you want my truthful opinion, it's all senseless. It's people beefing with each other and they don't even know why they're beefing.
Right.
And it's in this day and age, there's so much more that we could do rather than beefing with each other. We should be uplifting and loving each other, and especially as black people, we don't have enough love within us right now. Yeah. We need to be uplifting ourselves when everybody else around us is trying to bring us down rather than killing each other.
Wise words from a wise artist. As a young artist, take me through that. How difficult is it to get through, this city? We have mega superstars from the 6, but is it hard for making it in the 6?
Honestly, making it in the city it's give and take, really. It's more so of what you know, who you know, rather than what you got and what music you're putting out right now. But honestly, I really don't think it's that hard. Everybody in the city kind of they put on for what they love. So once they rock with it, that's it for them. That's all they need.
How important was it for you to be here to represent for Keep 6?
Honestly, I think it was really important because a lot of people don't know this side of me, and that like I came up from a lot of stuff that a lot of people go through even now. But just having that upbringing, I feel like it's bigger for me to know, to inspire the youth. Like that's always my main goal is the kids, because they're the future. So I always try to make sure that I can show them a way that like I was in your situation too. I could have still been there, but I did what I did to get out, and now I'm not even trying to be there no more. I don't look to be there. I got way bigger things to worry about.
That's what it is. That's what it's about. It's about making the right and the wisest choices.
100%.
Listen, this is Keep 6. It's the first virtual telethon that we're having here. And I'm telling you right now, Jay Isaiah is an artist to look out for and to watch out for.
Thank you.
Listen, donate. We need you to go to www.keep6.org. Make that donation. Help us. Help the youths them and empower our community. Listen, there's so much more in store. There's so much more in store. I'm just asking you to go and donate at www.keep6.org. Help us make a difference. Keep supporting.
Love.
Listen, on the block hear the sirens, gotta stop the gun violence, gotta put down the gun, how to bury her son, lost another one, praying to the priest, running from police, rest in peace, those deceased lost their life to the streets, they locked up and shot up for moving that product, they remade till sawdust, grim reaper waiting, no hesitating, stop killing and hating, in my generation, lost some real ones and they ain't even deserve it, don't lose your life cause it ain't even worth it, life ain't perfect but you gotta find your purpose, and it's not weak for you to put down that strap, real men use they fists when they beat and attack, and that love for the stacks get you trapped in the trap, the heat from the beef, time to put down the gat, you can't love these streets cause they don't love you back. survival of the fittest, I've been staying vegan. So any drama, beef or chicken, you can keep it. Leave the fighting for the heads, entertainment for the feds. Cause if I kill you dead, how do I get ahead? And how your family getting bread? And I get sun seeing red. That anger inside him festers till he becomes an avenger. Stand up and shout, what? Man of the house, but he only 12. How he gon' help? Hits mom Michelle. No smoke, got shells. There's nothing to eat, nothing to eat. Hit up the streets, shot down day 12. All cause he helped. Dang mom Michelle, had to have them shells. So how your family getting bread? Cause of something you said? See a circle, get out. Break walls, change routes. We out here losing dads. Need a change like bam, by any means necessary. Malcolm X, that's legendary. Yeah, yeah, you already know what it is, man. We gotta find a better way, okay? Yeah, it's Macy F. Yeah, let's go, I know they be pushing your buttons, but there has to be a better way to handle this problem. I mean, realistically, you don't wanna end up in jail, and the petty ain't worth it. Human beings ain't perfect. Put the gun down, pick a book up, get the learning. Put the gun down, get a job and make an earning. Shooting, hitting kids, trying to settle bids, using misled youth to handle your biz. That ain't cool round here. We using our brain like a tool round here. Shooting out this message for the youths out there. Don't be fooled out here. Level up your knowledge, you will level up in life. Don't remain a victim, you can choose to do what's right. Think before you act, is it really worth a life? Find another way, no matter what they do or say. Try not to be persuaded by negativity. Come on.
This is what we do right here. Keep 6. I'm telling you, we have talent. When I mean talent, I mean talent. 3 of the finest ladies right here giving you lyrical content that you probably never heard before. And this is what we do here at Keep 6. We fix things and we break entrepreneurs and we boss artists. This is what we do. 3 ladies here. You are
T Fanny.
T Fanny.
You hear that? T Fanny. You are
Maisie F.
Maisie F. And you are
Tila.
Tila. T Fanny, Maisie F, and Tila. Listen, it's not a group. It's 3 individual ladies that have really had a mind frame of doing the cipher and coming together. Who started this? Who brought this cipher ability together and the 3 of you to come to do this today?
I've been running cipher since like 2015, so this is something that I put together for the community to showcase the female artists. You know, we bring them to radio stations and try to get them on different outlets, different platforms. So it's something I've been doing for a minute.
Wow, proud of you, proud of you, proud of you. How did you get interested in what was your connect?
Well, I know Maisie, and she asked me to be part of a cipher, and I've been part of 3, I think, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
We've been doing this, yeah.
Okay, and you, yourself?
This is my first one, but obviously through Maisie, you know.
Well, first one! Locked it down, yeah? There's many more to come for you, right?
Many more.
Listen, how important was it for you 3 ladies to be here for Keep 6 and knowing what Keep 6 is about and what this venture is about? How important was it for you to empower the youths today?
Well, I think that messages in music is very important. And there's certain things that aren't really being said, you know, maybe through certain artists, maybe like the Kendricks and the D-Smokes. But to hear powerful messages from females, local females, I think that needs to be heard. So definitely.
I agree. You know, I'd like to ask you, what do you think of the industry and how it adapts to female artists, especially from the 6th? Is it a struggle? Is it an adventure? Is it an easy road? Is the connects difficult? What's your take on the industry?
I think it's an adventure. You know, there's different lanes, so many different aspects to the Toronto scene. So, you know, when you find your path and you find your lane, you just
go straight on it. You know, meet good people, network with good people. You know.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
How do you feel about the performance that you did here today, and you know the movement that you're on?
Well, I'm happy to be part of this movement and the lyrical content we have, and I think it's important to raise awareness to violence within our city.
Yeah. Listen, this is what we do here at Keep Six. We try to encourage others who help the community, and we try to understand that the community needs our help, and we're there for the community. And these ladies have taken their time to perform here today and help you understand what we're doing. And we are empowering the community. Listen, ladies, I want to thank you. I appreciate you. I hope nothing but the greatest journey for you all. And I hope that, you know, you have breaking the yoke, let's say, for other females out there watching, and knowing that you could do it, they could do it too. So my hat's off to you. I congratulate you, and I respect you, and I appreciate you, and I thank you. And listen, we'll just keep going on and on. This is Keep Six. Remember, we're asking you and we're pleading with you to donate. www.keep6.org. That's where you need to be.
Nova, what do you think of this show so far?
Oh my goodness, Richard, I am enjoying myself so much. I'm just in awe at how talented they all are. And more importantly, the message behind their lyrics. You know, they're using their talents and gifts to really spread awareness on gun violence and just other issues pertaining to our society today. So it just makes me happy when people of color, or just anyone for that matter, when people use their voices, because I always say your voice is your strongest weapon, and right now they're using their weapon for good. They're spreading awareness, and I'm vibing. I'm loving it.
I know. I'm loving it too. I was just busting a sweat here because I was dancing up a storm to all those good tunes. I was getting my groove on, as they would say. But anyhow, I just want to say thanks to everyone. Please, we're asking for your help. Whatever you feel that you can help us with, we have to help our community in these difficult times. And at Keep Six, one of our things is to always reaching out in every which way we are to help the needy. We've had a lot of families who had issues, lost family members towards gun violence. We're trying to help those families. We have families that are going through a really, really difficult times, as we all know, from COVID-19. You know, so we're just trying to do whatever we can. Whatever you feel that you can help us with today, we really do sincerely appreciate it. You know, Nova, how's I know that you're all the way in Georgia, Atlanta?
I am in Georgia, yes.
Wonderful. Look, at least you're enjoying the good weather. And I'm sure you're looking forward to your next step in life to be Miss Universe Canada. I mean, Miss Universe.
I'm already Miss Universe Canada,
That's
but yes,
right.
Richard, you're right. I just want to say to those that are listening that although this is a concert, remember the cause, the reason as to why we're doing it. It really is to help those that are in need, those that have been impacted by gun violence as well as COVID-19. So dig into your pockets. There's no amount that's too small, because if you think about it, if 1,000 people are watching and each person donates at least $1, that's already $1,000 towards helping those in need. So don't feel as though you have to donate a lot. No one is judging you. Just give whatever you feel is necessary for you. And I don't want anyone to obviously put themselves in a position where they cannot help themselves, but definitely try to reach into your pockets and give whatever you can. And remember that we're all in this together. We really are.
Yes, thank you. So please, if you'd like to donate, www.keep6.org. You can donate. There's a donation button there. Please, whatever you're able to do, we appreciate it. DJ Wiz, back to you.
Yeah, man. The you them say the name block it down. Yeah. Man, give us strap for your luck, you know. Me depend that, you know. Police, I want to see man run from. No touch gun, me say me nah touch gun. Me say me tired, fi see me black blood a run youth. No touch gun, me say me nah touch gun. Mama wanna want see I want stamp on the ground. No touch gun. a blood a run youth. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Mama would no want see I want son on the ground. Me remember one time when me used to struggle, when nothing nah go on and me a digging at the rubble. Jaja shine him light and all the blessings start flow. Bad mind a fight and all them can't flap me sure. And no flicker you me see asleep on the floor. Full time for the government them open some door. Also for the money make sure it's secure. Me and my kids them a have fun on the seashore. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Me say me tired fi see me black bird a blood a run youth. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Mama would no want see I want son on the ground. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Me say me tired fi see me black bird a blood a run youth. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Mama would no want see I want son on the ground. The night look dark, but the day I go bright. So me hustle for the money, nah rob a stoplight. Inna the marketplace, say me have a one star. Make use of the cash, no matter how it looks small. Dep on a job site, say the sun not you. But me hustle for the money, cause me can't stay broke. Me have pitney for feed, so me can't stop walk. But mind the car the pluck, and you will run out of luck. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Me say me tired fi see me black bird a blood a run youth. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Mama would no want see I want son on the ground. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Me say me tired fi see me black bird a blood a run youth. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Mama would no want see I want son on the ground. Me remember one time when me used to struggle, when nothing nah go on and me a digging at the rubble. Jaja shine him light and all the blessings start flow. Bad mind a fight and all them can't flap me sure. And no flicker you me see asleep on the floor. Full time for the government them open some door. Also for the money make sure it's secure. Me and my kids them a have fun on the seashore. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Me say me tired fi see me black bird a blood a run youth. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Mama would no want see I want son on the ground. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Me say me tired fi see me black bird a blood a run youth. No touch a gun, me say me nah touch a gun. Mama would no want see I want son on the ground. The night look dark, but the day I go bright. So me hustle for the money, nah rob a stoplight. Inna the marketplace, say me have a one star. Make use of the cash, no matter how it looks small. Dep on a job site, say the sun low. But me hustle for the money, cause me can't stay broke. Me have pitney for feet, so me can't stop walk. But mind the car the block, and you will run out alone.
Listen, this is what it is. Keep Six. This is the virtual Keep Six telethon, and I keep telling you, we give you stars among stars among stars. This gentleman just rocked the stage for you, and you know, he did a song that he wrote just weeks ago, but I'm gonna let him tell you all about it. He goes by the name of Jackan. How you doing, Jackan?
Man, I'm good, you know.
Listen, it's a pleasure and it's an honor for someone, you know, of your stature to be here today. What does this mean for you to be amongst, you know, the great local talent and the great international talent and the telethon for empowerment of the community?
I don't want to tell you, you know, it's just mean like prosperity to me, you know. You understand? For be a part of stop the crime, you know, because a lot of that is going on for a while now, and, you know, people fed up of that, you know, so it's just a pleasure to be a part of this.
The lyrics, when you saw and you knew you were going to become a part of the Keep Six, the movement to help youths out there, did those lyrics just flow to you automatically? Was that lyrics you had a long time ago? What was going through your mind when you were breaking that song?
Actually, you know, that song, I had the lyrics before.
Okay.
You know, before I know about this, before the Keep Six and Stop the Violence and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But that song, I was just sitting in my washroom and it just come to me because of what's going on in the world.
The washroom is a great place for meditation. I'm telling you.
Washroom.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So that's good. You know, have you been affected or known anybody affected by gun violence or the youths in the streets that have, you know, a family member? Has anything affected you personally?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I have cousins, I have close friends, you know, I have uncle, you know, that pass on because of the violence, you know. So it beats something in your head, said, you know, it can be fun.
Yeah.
You understand? It's just destruction.
Yeah.
You know, so I just want to sing against it. I don't want to sing about carry the gun. You understand? You want to keep youths on a positive vibration level, you know, because most of the entertainers them nowadays, them just sing about, hey, I want to take a gun and I just want to bust out your head. You know, me not like that.
Right,
You know, I want
right.
to stay positive and try to tell the youth them to involve in a more positive stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? Just load the gun.
And that's what it's all about. That's what this telethon is about. It's about empowering the youth in positive ways.
Exactly.
We have too much negative in the world that they absorb, and we need the sponge to be absorbed positive. So I really appreciate that you took your time today to come out here and perform that song for us. And I hope that people could go download your music and see where you're on Instagram and Spotify. Will there be an album out soon? Will there be anything, an EP coming soon?
Well, I'm working on an album, you know. Maybe sometime, not next year,
Right.
but maybe the following year.
Okay.
You know, but I have a couple songs that I want to release.
Okay.
Next year, early.
Listen, I think the massive and the crowds around the world will look forward to your positive vibes and your positive energy. So I really appreciate you and thank you for coming and being a part of this. Keep 6, the telethon for empowering the youths. This is what it's about. This is what this telethon happens to be, why it's so dominant for the world to understand. This is why we need your help. This is why we encourage you to donate. Donate at www.keep6.org. www.keep6.org. This is why we're helping empowering the youths. Jackan, a local talent who's going to reach amongst the stars. Keep 6. We have more acts coming up. A young artist came upon the scene about a year ago. And a year ago, he gave me a song to play at Vibe 105. And when I heard this song, I knew he was destined for greatness. And we have the pleasure of having him here on our virtual telethon, Keep 6. I'm telling you, if you just keep supporting us, we'll keep supporting the youths. www.keep6.org. Just help us so we can help others. Donate there. This artist, his name is Coach. Listen to him, hear his lyrics, understand his words, and you'll get that vibe. Coach, right here on the virtual www.keep6.org telethon.
Oh, Jah.
Oh, Jah.
I've seen hatred, selfishness, greed amongst humanity.
Oh, Jah.
Oh, Jah.
Ooh, yeah.
Father God, you know me. Thanks for everything you show me. This a year to make them take away my glory. Only you know my story. Well then, bad mind would have want to see me lonely. Yeah. But with grace and strength and the knowledge of your love, tell you always around me. And if you just go and give thanks, show love and keep the faith, you will never leave me lonely. Cause even when the time get hot, I cold outside and the weather looks stormy. Father God, just go and keep the faith, so me read up a scripture and me call upon you only. Cause even though me act like me big and me bad, Father God, me know why you own me. That's why me ask you, just leave me alone. Walk with me, Jaja, never alone. Talk to me, Jaja, never alone. No, 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 Jaja, no, leave me alone. Run with me, Jaja, no, leave me alone. Drive with me, Jaja, never alone. Work with me, Jaja, never alone. No, 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 Jaja, leave me alone. Cause only when time get tough and them no know where to turn and your name them call for. Some people get too greedy, stop give thanks and forget where them a come from. Some people stop from prayer, them living for no cause them not certain them a live long. Some man get weak in a this, me see them give up, them never know how to stay strong. Them forget say the struggle is real, one prayer don't answer, please say the next one. Because everything that that you have and anything you don't have, me know say you got plan. That's why if me don't have a car or a house pan a land, me no ask God no question. Baby, my blessing is close. Me no know how far, but I could be the next one. That's why me ask you, Jaja, no leave me alone. Walk with me, Jaja, no, never alone. Talk to me, Jaja, never alone. No, Jaja, no leave me alone. Run with me, Jaja, no leave me alone. Drive with me, Jaja, never alone. Work with me, Jaja, never alone. No, Jaja, no leave me alone. Me know say the road them rocky and the hill them steep. Please don't make me get weak. A little more strength in my body, more knowledge on the way, and a couple more step in my feet. You know how me love my music and party at one. But yeah, can I go that street? Cause if anything I go happen, man, or something went alright. Stop me and tell me go sleep. That's why me ask you, don't leave me alone. Walk with me, Jaja, never alone. Talk to me, Jaja, never alone. No, Jaja, don't leave me alone. Run with me, Jaja, don't leave me alone. Drive with me, Jaja, never alone. Work with me, Jaja, never alone. No, Jaja, don't leave me alone. Oh, Jaja, they don't know. Once again. I said if you rate me as your friend, me not fi call you. You hear say me a keep a thing you can pass through. If you save me for a minute or two, when you walk come bring a bottle of boo, so we can sip and a drink or two. Yeah, that's something that real friends do. But I know if you're better than me, but I think me better than you. I want family in the crew. Well, real friend no need special invitation. Unless you know you want the fake one. Friend, I want life me a deal with my youth. Me no know when you are program, so me say your real friends are your real friends. You know that from you never steal friends. That's same anywhere in the world, friend. I the one when I go creep on your girlfriend. That's same one look from your heart, friend. But if them this the program, you have to part them. Go about your business and last them. So me have to use something to mark them. If you call and me no answer, friend, me will call you back later. Then depend on the situation, cause it could be tomorrow. I would never screen my friends, cause me know how emergency thing go. But baby, me lock down with me girl, and know when me nah go. Then again, your real friends are your real friends. You know that from you never steal friends. That's same anywhere in the world, friend. I the one when I go creep on your girlfriend. That's same one look from your heart, friend. But if them this the program, you have to part them. Go about the business and last them. So we have to use something to mark them. If you wanna know if your friends them real, here is a clue. Watch some of the place them go and the things them do. Watch the friends where your friends them keep. I know anybody fits in your crew. Your friends is not your friends, and everybody know that's true. Then again, your real friends are your real friends. You know that from you never steal friends. That's same anywhere in the world, friend. I the one when I go creep on your girlfriend. That's same one look from your heart, friend. But if them this the program, you have to part them. Go about the business and last them. So we have to use something to mark them. My real friends can call me anytime, whether in the rain or sunshine, even in the good or friendship no stop. When Jack in a that, I got your family, my family you got. About bad things, real family no chat. No disrespecting, we know in a that. Your real friends are your real friends. You know that from you never stay friends. That's him anywhere in the world, friend. I the one when I go creep on your girlfriend. That's him. One look from your heart, friend. But if you listen to him, you have the part. So you can call me the business and last. Better so me have to use sunshine, man. Your real friends are your real friends. You know that from you never stay friends. That's him anywhere in the world, friend. I want when I go creep on your girlfriend. You want me real one look from your heart, friend. But if you listen to him, you have the part. So you can call me the business and last. Better so me have to use sunshine, man. Real friends, you're my real friend, yeah, real friend.
See, we waited. And I told you, one of the popular acts that we waited for. He goes by the name of Coach, right here on the virtual telethon for empowering the youth in our community. Listen, this is what Keep Six does. Keep Six keeps getting the stars among stars among stars. A pleasant good evening, Coach, and how you doing, sir?
Manners and blessings, Mr. Willis.
Listen,
Yes.
you know, real friends,
Yes.
never alone. Two songs that are acclaimed now in the city of Toronto, especially Real Friends. I mean, I played it a lot at Vibe 105. It's a well-requested song. You know, your aura of music contains what kind of synopsis? Does it contain more of friends and the negative influence that they have, and you try to move positive? Is it the hate, the bad mind? What's going on with your songs?
It's a little bit of everything, as I say, because you have friends who say they're friends, but they're not real friends. They just call themselves friends.
Okay.
And in my feelings, you have to categorize who is real friends and who is just a friend. You know what I'm saying? Just like you would have the followers and you will have supporters.
Correct.
Right? You will have people who follow you on Facebook or Instagram, but they don't come to your show.
Yes,
You know,
true.
Those are friends.
Those are true.
So real friends come around you and bless you up and them thing there.
And,
So,
you know, that's also important
Yeah.
for the youths them growing up,
Right.
is how they choose their friends. Wrong or right? Yeah?
Definitely.
You know?
100%.
And your songs could directly be impacted by the youths them because what? Like, why do the youths them need to listen to Real Friends and need to concentrate on songs like, you know, Never Alone and the songs that you put out?
You need positive motivation around you.
Right.
As I say, you can't have you're doing on a certain level and that person can help you, or that person can't even do for themselves.
Correct.
They're just there. They're just every day. They're just there. You want a person to motivate you and do for themselves while they're motivating you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How emotional or how effective is this, the telethon, for you to be a part of?
Oh, very, very much. Very much. It's an inspirational move. It's a good feeling to be in something positive. That's my thing, to look at something positive. I want to be something positive.
Yeah.
Whatever is positive, I'm there for it.
You know, it's a joy to see, especially you have Jamaican background as well, you know, and here in Canada, and you're doing so much positive, influential music and stuff. How do people get a hold of your songs, get to download, get to listen to Coach? Where can they go?
Well, I haven't pushed out a lot of stuff yet. I'm working on some promotional things to with manager and stuff to make sure things are going good.
Yeah.
I just don't want to dash anything out there. I want to make sure my things is proper and it's ready to hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to, like, okay, do this, dash it out there. No.
Right.
So I'm working on things to like push more on the big platform.
You know, a lot of younger generation are listening right now and seeing a gentleman like you who's, you know, a hardworking man, also as well, family man, and you're doing positive things. You know, what would you say to them? I would look at that camera and speak to the youths today.
Well, definitely, the youth have to be strong-minded. You can't let someone who is doing wrong things lead you. You have to know what's wrong from what's right. If you can read, if you know the alphabet, you have to know what's wrong from what's right. So you can't let someone just lead you astray because they're above you. Like what I say in one song, not because you reach top, then you start looking at the ghetto like, now you're on the hill, but now you're looking at the ghetto like that's the ghetto. But you're coming from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Listen, it's a blessing to have you grace the stages right here in this virtual telethon. And I hope nothing but the best for you. I hope the sky is beyond the limit for you. And I think that you keep putting out positive music.
Definitely.
I hope that people will keep intaking positivity from your songs and stuff.
Yeah,
you know
man,
what I mean?
bless
Like, I really appreciate that. So thank you for being a part of this telethon. And this is what we need, people. We need the positive vibes. We need the positive vibes. And we can only keep doing that if you help us, help the community. So please donate. Go to www.keep6.org. www.keep6.org. And we keep putting out the great performances. We have many more in store coming up. You just saw Coach. You just heard from Coach. There's many, many more talented like Coach to grace our stages. Keep it locked.
Bless.
Like I told you, this is a virtual first telethon for Keep 6. We're empowering the youth all over the world. We're starting right here in Toronto, the 6th, and we're hoping this love spreads everywhere for you, the listeners. And we're asking for you to help us so we could keep helping others at www.keep6.org. www.keep6.org. And I'm showing you the love comes from around the world. This gentleman, all the way from Venezuela, Aquis Fantasma, right here, performing live for you and yours.
Proud to be a part of this.
Yo te di amor hasta por los codos. Si no te gustó ni modo. No voy a morir por ti ni estar solo. Yo no pierdo nada, tú lo pierdes todo. Yo te di amor hasta por los codos. Si no te gustó ni modo. No voy a morir por ti ni estar solo. Yo no pierdo nada, tú lo pierdes todo.
Siento que de mucho me arrepiento de haberte dado de mí el 100%. Yo pude serte infiel y no te miento, pero las veces que llamó yo le dije lo siento y no pudiste ver, no quisiste creer todas las cosas que yo cambié del ayer. Tú me jugabas por las veces que fallé y no te diste cuenta que por ti me transformé.
Es que yo ando nice, ya este corazón no me lo dañan twice. So here's some free advice, you better move on and for me don't cry. Es que yo ando nice, ya este corazón no me lo dañan twice. So here's some free advice, you better move on and for me don't cry. Yo te di amor hasta por los codos. Si no te gustó ni modo, no voy a morir por ti ni estar solo. Yo no pierdo nada, tú lo pierdes todo. Yo te di amor hasta por los codos. Si no te gustó ni modo, no voy a morir por ti ni estar solo. Yo no pierdo nada, tú lo pierdes todo. Y es que no entiendo por qué ahora tú andas sufriendo.
Ya no me ves triste,
me ves sonriendo. Voy con otra, ya no estamos conociendo. Pero espera, ya no hay manera. Tú te quedaste y yo ando sonando afuera. Tú no valoraste lo que contigo era. Ahora estoy con otra y hago lo que quiera. Como dice, es que yo ando nice. Ya este corazón no me lo daña twice. So here's some free advice. You better move on and for me don't cry. Es que yo ando nice. Ya este corazón no me lo dañan twice. So here's some free advice. You better move on and for me don't cry. Yo te di amor hasta por los codos. Si no te gustó ni modo. No voy a morir por ti ni estar solo. Yo no pierdo nada, tú lo pierdes todo. Yo te di amor hasta por los codos. Si no te gustó ni modo. No voy a morir por ti ni estar solo. Yo no pierdo nada, tú lo pierdes todo. Sebastián Emil, Young Chino,
Alcur Santo. Ser un padre sin haber sido un hijo. Aprendí a querer sin haber ser querido. Aprendí a correr antes de ver el piso y aprendí a escalar sin palas o pico. Aprendí a ser un padre sin haber sido un hijo. Aprendí a querer sin haber ser querido. Aprendí a correr antes de ver el piso y aprendí a escalar sin palas o pico. Supe lo que era el perico antes del condorito. Lo que era el sexo antes del noveno arbolito. Sé muy bien lo que es hambre desde muy chamaquito. Comer de la basura, quitarle los gusanitos. Un infante sin infancia por causa de tu ignorancia. Entre una madre y un hijo no debe haber tal distancia. Se supone quien fuera tú que calmara mi ansia, pero conozco la pastilla mejor que tu fragancia. Con los maleantes, alianza por falta de tu guianza. No creaste un hombre, ayudaste a ser otro gangsta. Y aunque soy responsable por mis acciones, no cambia. Tal vez con tu presencia hubiese sido otra vaina. Tal vez con tu consejo hubiera otro reflejo en el espejo. No sintiera este despecho en el pecho por largo estrecho y bien arrecho. Crecer sin una madre o sin techo es preferible una bala bien clavada en el pecho.
Mi vida nunca la compartiste. Tu nieta tiene 3 y nunca la conociste. Nunca voy a permitir que le haga lo que me hiciste. Porque aunque yo te perdone, gracias porque te fuiste.
Aprendí a ser un padre sin haber sido un hijo. Aprendí a querer sin haber ser querido. Aprendí a correr antes de ver el piso y aprendí a escalar sin pala o pico. Y aunque ya soy adulto, esto no te lo oculto. Yo me despierto del sueño en sudor y con susto. Crecí muy inseguro la vida entera en un bulto. Y sin nada, sin nadie, recorrí todo el mundo. Paz descanse mi abuela, un beso grande a la nena. Y a 100 a mi bella, tú siempre serás primera. Yo no tengo pana mío, yo no uso esa tela. Y son muy pocos amigos que por mí se desvelan. Agradecido a mi equipo, aunque somos solo un trío. La cantidad no es valor, la calidad es el filo. Juntos cortamos barreras, mierda que nadie se espera. Más de 20 millones y aún me siento en la acera. Y es bien triste.
Mi vida nunca la compartiste. Tu nieta tiene 3 y nunca la conociste. Nunca voy a permitir que le haga lo que me hiciste. Porque aunque yo te perdone, gracias porque te fuiste.
Aprendí a ser un padre sin haber sido un hijo. Aprendí a querer sin haber ser querido. Aprendí a correr antes de ver el piso y aprendí a escalar sin pala o pico. Aprendí a ser un padre sin haber sido un hijo. Aprendí a querer sin haber ser querido. Aprendí a correr antes de ver el piso y aprendí a escalar sin pala o pico. Quiero que sepas que te perdono donde esté que tú estés. Roberto Fernández. Siena, Betty loves you, and I'll always be here for you.
When I tell you international stardom, I really mean, you remember I told you earlier on in the telethon that we'll have an international superstar. And, I proved it. I'm not a liar. I won't lie to you. We don't lie on this show. We don't lie on this telethon. This is what we do. We empower the youth in the community around the world. And, it's nothing more to give me pleasure than to introduce Aquis Fantasma. Did I say it properly?
You said it perfect.
Ah.
Pleasure is mine.
All the way from Venezuela. Listen, what a journey you probably have been on and what a journey you've probably seen throughout your life of living right now and just seeing this. You being here is special just for us to know that we've connected with somebody halfway across the world. What's it like in Venezuela, if you could just give us an insight of the youth growing up?
Man, it's I don't think people living here have seen it in their worst nightmares. Yeah. So it's a different way of life. It's really something.
Wow. We should not take for granted the privileges that we have here in this side of the world.
Not at all.
Right?
Not at all.
Because I know that it's a lot less privileged down in especially Venezuela and stuff. Can you imagine if we had an operation of Keep Six in Venezuela? How beneficial would that be?
That would be amazing.
Right?
So many kids could be saved. So much can change. But Again, it would take a lot of us.
It takes a lot of us.
Yeah.
It is you know, I know the crime rate is probably absurd, right? I mean, no disrespect by that,
But
but
it is.
I know the crime rate's probably absurd. What could empower the youths? Is it schooling? Is it the education? Is it, you know, maybe political influence to try and get more funding for stuff? What could we do? What is there?
All of the above. All of the above.
Yeah.
More, obviously, more schools, more teachers. Get more teachers, you create more leaders, less criminals.
Yes.
So, and that's what we have very little of. We have a lot of weaponry. We have a lot of tough guys. But we have no teachers. No one willing to guide you in the right direction. They're willing to guide you to go to the army or just any path that isn't the right path is always the easier path when you're hungry.
You know, listen, you know, you sang a song, and many people who didn't know what you were saying would probably love for you to translate what was, you know, the theory behind your song that you sang. What was it about?
Well, Ando Nice, it's a song about a breakup and then the aftermath. If you pick up and you're doing good, Ando Nice just means I'm going nice. I'm doing nice. So it's that type of story. You know, a little humor to a breakup.
Yeah.
La Carta a mi Madre, which is the second song I did, is literally called The Letter to My Mother.
Okay.
I grew up very rough. Apart from Venezuela, a lot more was added on to it.
Yeah.
So it was a letter I wrote to my mother as a grown man, which is my life story.
Wow. You know, that the change that you had to make in your life, how difficult was that? What did you have to go through to make that change? Was there help along the way? Did you have, you know, teachers, friends, psychologists, psychiatrists? What was it that you were going through? What made you change?
I had all of that. It wasn't until I found myself incarcerated in 2008 that I got hit with a pretty hard sentence, and I had to look inwards at myself. I saw that I was living with a lot of hate due to my PTSD and just anxiety and all that. I was living just angry all the time.
Yeah.
I led with violence. I led with anger in everything, and it got me there.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, and when I'm standing in a cell that I can, you know, pretty much touch both sides, standing up, coming from driving Ferraris and driving Porsches and living at Bayview and Shepherd.
Yeah.
Losing it all again is what made me realize, like, damn, it could all come and just go just like that. Yeah. And that was it. And I realized I had to let go of that anger.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Listen, today you've proven to yourself and to us that change can be done.
Of course.
And you've moved in a positive direction. I see it in you. We get that vibe from you, and I hope the world watching gets that vibe from you that, you know, it doesn't matter. Mistakes are made, and they can be corrected with just a little bit of help and just a little bit of self knowledge, I must say.
Yes.
And you've done an excellent job. Love your works. Where can people, you know, go listen to more of your music and more?
I'm on every platform you can imagine that you can find music on: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube, everywhere. Aquis Fantasma.
Aquis Fantasma. Listen, this is what it's about. A man who has basically turned his whole life around and now is on a positive course for a bright future. This gentleman here, I'm proud of you, and I hope everybody else watching is proud of you. I congratulate you, and I hope nothing but the best for you.
Likewise,
you are
my friend.
absolutely fantastic in what you've done, and I really appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of this telethon here today.
It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
This is what it is. This is why we empower the youths. There's no culture, there's no race, no color, nothing. We're all one together. And if you could donate and help us help everybody across the board, because that's what we want to do. Go to www.keep6.org. Donate what you can. I'm not asking for much. Donate what you can. Let us help the youths of yesterday, today, be better youths of tomorrow and down the road. Keep it locked. It's going to get better. It keeps getting better. I don't know how it can get better, but it's going to get better and better and better.
Help us give them options. With options, you never know what they can become.
You heard it right there. We'll have more acts in store. Keep it locked.
Richard, I can't hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. What I would like to know is, Nova,
Yes.
we have these amazing artists and talent in this city.
We sure do.
And what we're seeing tonight just shows that once you put your mind to something, you can achieve a whole lot. And you're one of the first person who can attest to that.
Oh man, I could definitely attest to that. There's just so much power in your mind, and more so much power in your belief in yourself. Whatever you believe yourself to be, you will become, whether it's, nothing or of greatness. So choose to believe that you are of greatness, because you will become great. It took me 3 tries to win Miss Universe Canada. This was definitely not a walk in the park, but because I believed in myself and believed that I could get there, I got there.
Definitely, and you're doing a wonderful job, and I'm so proud of you, and that's one of the reasons why I've always stuck by your side to get through these journeys, But the other thing is that, folks, we've got some hot artists here, so do me a favor. I don't want you to break anything in the house. Move the coffee table over so we can turn this in the dance floor, because we got a lot of rain outside over here today in Toronto, and it's a great night, Saturday night. COVID-19's got everybody at home, so let's get our party on at home tonight. DJ Wiz, I know you've got some really good artists there in the studio with you over there, and this is your opportunity to put on some of the other artists you have, and let's see what we can entertain our community here with tonight. Please, whatever you can, we really appreciate your donation. No matter how it is, it helps. It helps in the work that we're doing. It helps in the work that we want to do in the community, and it helps into changing the lives of these young people. DJ Wiz, over to you.
that our children should not be living in this reality. Our race is divided. Together as one. We'll embrace unity. Love is the answer to it. Don't fight it 'cause we can do it. Let's get it together. Together we stand forever. Together we stand. Together we stand forever. Together we stand.
Hi, I'm Richard from Keep Six. It's time for changes.
Together we stand. Together we stand forever. Together we stand. Together we stand forever.
Welcome, brother chosen one.
Blessed big man. Earth I run red. The revolution start.
This is the revolution for the evolution. So Jaden lyrics. Don't stop the music. I need to have freedom, my brother.
Nah, stop. I don't tell you already, you know.
Dreaming, me get a vision. Me and champagne pumping do a hit and hit. I run the nation, be a reggae player. Them Tennessee kid reggae artists I can again. Dreaming, me get a vision. Me and champagne pumping do a hit and hit. I run the nation, be a reggae player. Them Tennessee kid reggae artists I can again.
See it? Now the dream become reality. You have the vision from morning and them all it see. No G then record and voice you and you're collecting royalty. I know you never have to spend time.
Dreaming, be a reggae royalty. Check one top and check and be a royalty.
Black people must rise. It seems like black lives no matter none at all. How many matters they papa? Babylon splash blood on the wall. No them have to answer to we call. We need an investigation. Tired of the discrimination. False incarceration. Constant intimidation. Them people can't still around. Them only take off them cap and them gown. Come make we start a revolution. That's a dissolution.
Bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're raping.
Them only take off them cap and them gown. Come make we start a revolution. That's a dissolution. We black and we proud and we shouting it loud. Babylon them off them out very sound. Their races and it's known. They woulda love to see black people go down. Time for unite. Stand up and fight. Come make we stand up and fight. Them no respect black people right. It seems like black lives no matter none at all. How many matters they papa? Babylon splash blood on the wall. Now them have to answer to we call. We need an investigation. Tired of the discrimination. False incarceration. Constant intimidation. Them people can't still around. Them only take off them cap and them gown. Come make we start a revolution. That's the solution. Them people gang still around. Them only take off them cap and them gown. Come make we start a revolution. That's the solution. United we stand, divided we fall. Look how we love, and them teach we so small. United we stand, and divided we fall. Black people are suffer, so long and for all. It seems like black lives no matter none at all. How many matters they papa? Babylon splash blood on the wall. No them have to answer to we call. We need an investigation. Tired of the discrimination. False incarceration. Constant intimidation. I am to the M. Mark Manley. Represent for Dreadens. Lyrics. Black people. We have to start a revolution. For a black evolution. To rise, we got to unite as one. Fight against discrimination and oppression.
I can breathe. Please, the name of it.
We begin with a disturbing story. A 7-year-old Hamilton boy shot in his own home.
9-year-old Keshawn Williams was shot in his Brampton living room.
The fatal bullet came flying through their living room window while the 4th grader was playing video games.
It affects people of all ages, even teenagers. Drug abuse.
15-year-old Sasha Rodriguez drank water laced with ecstasy. She later overdosed and died.
Awake, children, awake! Let yourselves be heard. Let them hear the cries of our silent voices. Let them know we are suppressed because of society's choices. When we speak up, we are told to stop with the unpleasant noises. But why can't they see that this is what's going to destroy us? We're suppressed, oppressed, shackled and chained, ignored, abhorred, and cast away. We stand alone, but we need to walk this path together. It's a long road to unity. Some believe that we will never get there. But I believe we can get there. We believe that we can get there. We need to stop hurting one another for the sake of our own welfare. Awake, children, awake. Let yourselves be heard. Let's all work together to find the solution. Rise up, young ones. Let us be the revolution.
We took a chance, yeah, we took a risk. Can't even look ourselves in the mirror. We need to heal from what we can't forget and remember what it means to be humans. When we live the struggle, we feel the pain. We'll be the new revolution. It's hard to see life in a world full of death. This life wants us to bend, but we won't break. What's the meaning to this life? Some people ask this question all the time. See the demons in the night. Seems like they always recognize us even when we're trying to hide. Maybe we can make it right. Maybe we can make it right if we all stand up and fight. Like a phoenix in the fire. Like a phoenix in the fire. We were born, so I guess all right. We will rise.
Turn it up, we ain't never gon' stop. We've come too far to give up, so
We will rise.
we won't get stopped. We give everything we got. There's only one place left to go from here.
We will
Turn
rise.
it up, we ain't never gon' stop. We've come too far to give up, so
We will
we won't
rise.
get stopped. We give everything we got. There's only one place left to go from here.
Life is a blessing. it's a curse. For some, it's a little bit hopeless. For us, we're born into a world, no real chance to be even. We fight for freedom, we fight for joy. We've grown so tired of excuses. It's hard to find joy in a world full of pain. They want us to bend, but we won't break. What's the meaning to this life? Some people like these questions all the time. See the demons in the night. Seems like they always recognize us even when we're trying to hide. Maybe we can make it right. Against all love, we will rise.
We ain't never gonna stop. We've come too far to give up, so
we will rise.
We won't get stuck. We give everything we got. There's only one place left to go from here.
We will rise.
We ain't never gonna stop. We've come too far to give up, so
we will rise.
We give everything we got. There's only one place left to go from here.
Hey, I go by private name, private number, aka PNPN. I want to give a special shout out to Keep Six Org for putting this all together. I'm going to do 2 of my songs. One of them's Big Plane, the other one is Trippin'. You can check me out on all major platforms. Private name, private number.
See me soon fly out. 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 Big plane on the runway. See me soon fly out. Chain shine like sun ray. And the watch call time out. Big plans coming on the way. And you guys soon find out. She ghosted me the other day. Same shorty on my line now. Big plane on the runway. See me soon fly out. Chain shine like sun ray. And the watch call time out. Big plans coming on the way. And you guys soon find out. She ghosted me the other day. Same shorty on my line now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Same shorty on my line now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Same shorty on my line now. 2, 3, 4, 3. Same shorty on my line now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Same shorty on my line now. I said she wanna link up. She hit me with the maybe. Cause I'm on now, you wanna reach out. Girl, I know you tryna play me. Boy, you must be crazy. No time, I ain't looking for no lady. It's sunny over here, you tryna make it shady. S-Class, first class, my Mercedes. Oh, daily, they pray on my downfall daily. They mad cause we working daily. Cause we run through the tracks like Bailey. Them can't do the max, them failing. No boat on the ship, I'm sailing. 1, 2, 3, 4 girls trailing. Big plane, hold on to the railing. Big plane on the runway. See me soon fly out. Chain shine like sun ray. And the watch call time out. Big plans coming on the way. And you guys soon find out. She ghosted me the other day. Same shorty on my line now. Big plane on the runway. See me soon fly out. Chain shine like sun ray. And the watch call time out. Big plans coming on the way. And you guys soon find out. She ghosted me the other day. Same shorty on my line
Smoking and sipping, I swear that I'm tripping. I'm having these thoughts, I'm seeing these visions. Time going by, gotta make some decisions. A lot on my mind, do you care to listen? Smoking and sipping, I swear that I'm tripping. I'm having these thoughts, I'm seeing these visions. Time going by, gotta make some decisions. A lot on my mind, do you care to listen?
When I take a draw, I blow it all out and stare at the wall. Give thanks to the Most High, cause who would've thought I would make it this far? The world is at war, but still nobody giving food to the poor. From winter to fall, somebody else try getting killed by the law. I'm feeling like Nas if I were the world. I spoil the women with diamonds and pearls. Clear all of our debts so we can be free. But I was just talking, don't listen to me. How can I work for a check that's already spent before it gets in the bank? Tax after tax after tax, so many bills, can't even put gas in the tank. Where the money? If I was an eagle, I'd just fly away. If I had 2 million, I think I'll be okay.
Smoking and sipping, I swear that I'm tripping. I'm having these thoughts, I'm seeing these visions. Time going by, gotta make some decisions. A lot on my mind, do you care to listen? Smoking and sipping, I swear that I'm tripping. I'm having these thoughts, I'm seeing these visions. Time going by, gotta make some decisions. A lot on my mind, do you care to listen?
Nowhere no nicer than yard. That me for tell you no. Right here at Keep 6, Universal. And let me tell you something. When this man ya grace stage, this man ya mash up every stage. 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000. This man is here for you and yours, empowering the youth of the community. From Jamaica to foreign. Here's Papa Levi. Right here on the telethon for Keep 6.
You know me I say, for the youths them and family and things, the poor people them and you know, so and stop the gun violence. Youth and youth, you don't know, ready for them. Cause not every day is gonna be the same way, alright? You don't know. How you feeling? Masses, how you feeling now? Yeah. Yeah. Run tune. When I do I Keep 6 thing this, you know me I say. Yeah. Yeah.
Vance's.
Oh, yeah.
Only one with
When I do I Keep 6 thing, you know me I say. How you feeling, Marcel? Papa live at the place.
Don't need to hide me, say don't need to run. Wow.
It's not every day we're gonna be the same way. There must be a change somehow. There were bad times and good times too. So have a little faith in what you do, cause you don't seem to realize the things you got to face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you were down. So thank God that you're still around.
Changes in the weather, say changes in the sea.
Whoa.
Like changes in the hood country.
Sure.
So you
Big up my brethren, lads, that's a for us, but this I want ya.
Because you have the mind to give. This is suffering nature never would end. 7 days and still the only one with me.
I don't know I Keep 6 things, alright?
Cause better days are come. Hey, Papa, you can't hide and run.
You don't seem to realize the things you got to face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you are down. So thank God that you're still around town. It's not every day we're gonna be the same way. must be a change somehow. There were bad times and good times too. So have a little faith in what you do, cause you don't seem to realize the things you got to face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you are down. So thank God that you're still around.
I don't know money now runs and no money now make. And your mark say you're better against me. Put them back,
nice
put them
me and the dog, Sasa Frost.
Right, Chano.
When you know it's to keep six, they keep me the six. Gunshot a bust about me still I keep the six. The lazy Sasa Frost, run tune. Here is Papa Levi.
Papa Levi.
It's not every day we're gonna be the same way.
Never.
There must be a change somehow. There were bad times and good times too.
Better days are coming.
So have a little faith in what you do, cause
today you help.
You don't seem to realize the things you got to face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you were down. So thank God that you. Well, you don't know how to keep six thing are going, you know. You don't know, say, keep six and you just support it, you know what I'm saying?
Things is so rough.
Sure. Well, this one called Things So Rough.
Things get
call
so
it stimulus package. Yes. Last year gone and we no make no money. And this year I come home for make some money. I need a stimulus package for me and my family. A papa leave him and me won't feel free. And happiness, man, you know it is the key. So open your eyes and then you will see. Cause a lot of crazy things it's surrounding me. Oh, God bless me from me a baby. Yes, Him bless me from me a baby. Him bless me from me I the amini. Him bless me cause Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A lot of things are going with the economy. I want to get away from this money misery. Cause things get so hard and things get so rough. It's like shackles on my feet up on me and his handcuff. Above all things you got to stay conscious. Money. You better pay me where you owe me. You better pay me where you owe me. Whoa, whoa. Last year gone and me no make no money. And this year I come I want to make some money. I need a stimulus package for me and my family. A papa leave him and me won't feel free. And happiness, man, you know it is the key. So open your eyes and then you will see. Cause a lot of crazy things it's surrounding me. But God bless me from me a baby. Yes, Him bless me from me a baby. Him bless me from me I the amini. Him bless me cause Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Well, you don't know how to keep six things are going, you know. Money. You better pay me now. And give me something rough. It tough. Rough, so rough. It rough. It tough. Rough. Last year gone and me no make no money. And this year I come home for make some money. I need a stimulus package for me and my family. A papa leave him and me won't feel free. And happiness, man, you know it is the key. So open your eyes and then you will see. Cause a lot of crazy things it's surrounding me. But God bless me from me a baby. Yes, Him bless me from me a baby. Him bless me from me I the harmony. Him bless me, cause him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It rough, rough, rough. It tough, tough, tough. Rough, whoa, whoa. It rough, rough, rough. It tough, tough, tough. Rough, whoa, whoa. It rough, rough, rough. It tough, tough, tough. Rough, whoa, whoa. It rough, rough, rough. Tough, tough, tough. Yeah, you don't know, say. I keep 6 thing, you know me I say. Ja! More God and more power for the young and the old. And the, you know, trust me, the blind and the cripple and the people that can't afford it for the Christmas. So give something. Keep 6 thing, you know me I say. Run it same way if you have more track. How you feeling? Yeah, man.
Yes,
brought
yes.
the shoes, brought the vibe. First time I
Absolutely.
think I ever saw Stevenson dance.
Oh, you don't know I can dance?
No, I didn't know you could
Yo,
dance.
I got rhythm, huh? Rhythm.
Sometimes you're just grumpy all the time.
I have a hard life. Leave me alone. Okay. Thanks for everyone. I'm Richard Stevenson, Executive Director of Keep 6. Thank you so much for paying attention, for tuning in, to listening to us. It's for a well-needed cause. Thank you for paying attention, enjoying the music. We'll be here all night.
Yes, please don't forget to donate to www.keep6.org and share with your networks, and we have more show for you.
Absolutely. And you might see me dance again. Thank you, everyone, for paying attention. We'll be here all night.
Hi everyone, I'm Brampton City Councilor Charmaine Williams, and I'm so excited because the Keep 6 organization is hosting its first ever virtual concert this year. You know, I recently began working with Keep 6 organization because I just love the positive influence they have on youth. You know, they educate, they transform, and empower youth to discover their strengths. The Keep 6 organization is a nonprofit agency that is working to make a real change in our communities, starting with a conversation with youth about, you know, sustainable income and employment for individuals who may be at risk of going down the wrong path. This amazing vision is all because of a great guy named Richard Miller. You know, Richard Miller is the founder of the Keep 6 organization and has seen firsthand the impact and outcomes of the criminal justice system and the impact it has on individuals, and he worked tirelessly to change that narrative for many. So we need to come together now as a community more than ever to push forward to build the village and create change that will support our youth in our community. I'm so happy, and thank you, and thank Keep 6 for keep on doing what you're doing, and I'm looking forward to this really great virtual concert this year on the 12th of December. Take care.
So let me tell you, we need you to keep donating. We need you to keep donating. We need that help so we can help others. www.keep6.org. www.keep6.org. We keep giving you the acts. We keep giving you them from rap, souls, reggae, Latin, R&B, everything. We keep giving it to you. We're not going to stop now, of course. We hope we're entertaining you. We hope that we're empowering you. We hope that you are out there watching us do what we could do for our community and empowering the youths. www.keep6.org. Right now, the stage is going to be graced by the one and the only Eddie, the Dying Thief.
Give thanks for life. Murderer, blood upon your shoulder. Kill I today, you cannot kill I tomorrow. Murderer, inside must see hello. How does it feel to take a life? Better you fi see the youth, them a street talk one like they married. Better you fi hear the tune, them a boss and not promote the devil. Better you fi hear mama ball and wait for the gunshot we all echo. Me tire, me voice it a fi echo. Gotta call the streets, gotta hit the streets, gotta call the store. Come in recipe, rebel martial arts, I'm black and ease with the soul food like mac and cheese. You rep the street, how you treat him? For the food go, he sold the freedom. Here's a slang for the gang. Are you dumb, diddy? Some of y'all not witty. Call up Drake, give me the keys to the city. You a rude boy, time little rock with me. Real 6 buzz, make we buzz up the city. Me fed up, not tell me to shut up. You a rude boy, man, a time for you get up. You deserve the time, man, a time for you step up. Everybody get put up. You know speak up, you are part of the problem. Wait pan Babylon, fi come out solve them. How does it feel, man, living in sin? Don't you know we never going win? Tell him already, me have to tell him again. Tell him already, me have to tell him. They my murderer. They my murderer. Now we killing them, gotta get rid of them. Cause he wasn't feeling them. Shot with the venom, hit it with the max when it should have been the minimum. Got in him, ain't no cinnamon. Sweet like cinnamon, tax when you're billing them. Trying to stack $1 million to run out the hollers. Trying to be big like Christopher Wallace. Hot like the Wallace. Right till they shot us, till they big poppers. Hell couldn't be any hotter. Speak tongues of Kuna Matata. Gucci, Louis, Gucci, truth be the devil with Prada. Hurricane like Trina, make them turn like Tina. Man on fire, man, you drenching in some gasoline. Tell him already, Mafia, tell him again. Tell him already, Mafia, tell him again. They my murderer. Say they my murderer. Peace in the streets, keep 6. 9 feet.
Versatility at its best, giving you all sorts of genres across the music. I'm telling you, this man is super talented, and he's proven it here today on the Keep 6 Telethon. Eddie, how you doing?
That's good.
You know, I just want to put it out there. The dying thief. Tell me about that. What is that about?
The dying thief represents second chance. Is a biblical narrative where Christ was on the cross. There was a guy beside him. You know what I mean? He was convicted, but he said, remember me. And I have a program called Hope, Helping Offenders on Probation Excel. Yeah. So I work with a lot of individuals that have issues with the law. And all I beat in their head is second chance. Don't give up on life. So I use that name now to get back into music. I used to do music from a childhood. I gave it up, but the culture, the population I serve was very musically orientated, right? So I said, all right, let me get back in the game. I got to figure out a name to use that could now spread my message, but still be relatable. You know what I mean? So second chance, dying thief.
Very powerful. I didn't. Now that you gave me that aspect, that's absolutely amazing. And you know, maybe you could, you know, elaborate a little bit more how important the scriptures are to an everyday life and everyday living. How did it change your life and how you looked about things? Was it forced upon you? Did you do it willingly? How was it? Was it growing up through grandma, mom? How was it?
Well, I come from a spiritual background. Not my mother; she was a dancehall lady, but my aunties and other relatives were more spiritual. But that wasn't a situation, because you grow up and you have church family, but that had nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But when I was faced with, you know, situations in life, it allowed me to rethink. You know what I mean? I was almost murdered twice, you know what I mean? And I'm still alive. So with that, I kind of think of life differently. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know what? I can't move a certain way. You know what I mean? It doesn't benefit. I work with a lot of people that got criminal charges and involved in the justice system. But the reality is you're either going to end up in jail, prison, right? Or dead. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really have a lot of options. So we have to think about what we're doing and how it relates and how it affects your society on a whole. You know what I'm saying? When I go to prison and jails, I say, you know your mother's locked up? And they're like, what are you talking about? I said, when you locked up, she here with you because she can't be free. You know what I mean? Some of the parents have to dodge family relative because they don't want to talk about their son in prison, right? Sometimes they have to make it up and all that. So the point of it is just to make people think, you know what I mean? So because I'm a lyricist, I challenge myself to now get deeper, Because as a young guy, I talk about shooting, busting you in the head, and killing and all that. That's what's my thing, gangster music. But then it's like, I'm poisoning my peoples. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's not only for us to talk about systemic oppression, which is true. You understand? But what about our own accountability? You understand what I'm saying? So then now we got to bring it home and keep it real. So I think if I love my brothers and sisters, I'm gonna tell them the truth.
Yeah. Listen, I'm overwhelmed a little bit, especially at the dramatic instances in your life. I'm overwhelmed at the changes that you had to make, and you were, whether you were forced to make it or you had to make it, you made it. And I'm wondering, people are out there, there's somebody out there right now watching who has probably gone through what you're going through, or have gone through, or is going through. What could you tell that one person what to do when they need to make this change to be a more positive and inspirational role in life?
Well, anything in life you want, you got to fight for it. Nothing's easy, right? So obstacles are going to be in your way. But if you want to be successful, you got to think successful. You got to apply yourself. So you got to think bigger than the immediate circumstances. Okay. Where do I see myself in 5 years? What are my plans about life? You understand? Because you partying, you're doing your thing, you're having fun. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. But then what happens after time go by? You know what I'm saying? I'm originally from New York City, Southside Jamaica, Queens. And when I went back home, I seen people that I used to look up to on the corner still. And I'm like, yeah, I'm old, but you old. Like I used to see what you doing on the corner still. Yeah. And it was so like, oh shoot, like this is crazy that people are still, some people, and it don't go to everybody, but some people are still stuck in those mentalities. So I mean, have your fun. I'm not knocking nobody for their type of lives, but what I'm saying is you got to think longevity. Don't think immediately. We kind of think in the here and now. We don't really think longer than that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we got to think a little broader. Like, where do I see myself 5 years from now? If you see yourself in prison or dead, change up. That should speak to you yourself. You understand? So
how could you are absolutely inspirational. Everything about you is Keep Six. Everything about you is the movement that you're on. But you have your own foundation or organization that you want to help. How do people get in touch with you? How do people contact you?
Well, I work for an organization called Young Street Mission. You could go on the website, but if you hit me up on Instagram at The Dying Thief, you could get connected to me directly. And a lot of people hit me up on Instagram, and we connect, and we work on getting their life changed, reducing recidivism. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, listen, I know somebody's out there watching, and they're like, why? They want to link you, and they don't want it to be broad out there. Mm-hmm. Is there the form of secrecy, or the form of there's no media attention, no big attention about?
Of course. So I mean, on Instagram you see a little light of what I do, but the real part you don't see it. You
don't see it.
You know what I mean? Because it's personal, confidential. Exactly. So I mean, if they hit me up, inbox me, we'll link from there and whatever people are comfortable. I work with individuals that got neighborhood beefs and they can't go a certain way, so we move accordingly. So it's not like you ain't out there like that. It's all on you. You understand? Some people want to share their story though. So they don't mind showing the world that they change. And speaking of that, we're working on a reality show called Hope in the Six. We're going to show the real work that we do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Work with Rich, so we work together. So it's going to highlight some of his work as well, because we connect, right, with our clients and stuff like that. So
wow, listen, I think your story has to be told. I'm hoping there's a book or a documentary down the road that we get to see with this gentleman.
Hope in the Six coming soon, reality show.
Eddie, the Dying Thief. Mm-hmm. You got to go on the gram and look him up. You got to go on all social media aspects. He's a man that just as normal as you and I. Look what he's been through. Look at the challenges in the life that he's been through, and he's made that change, that positive, empowering change. We need more like him, and that's why we're here. Keep Six is here. Eddie is here. We're trying to help the community one step at a time so we could go global around the world. Mm-hmm. We're trying to help the communities empower the youths. So the next generation is supposed to be way better than our generation. That's right. They're supposed to be enlightened. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be heightened. They're supposed to be blessed among blessed. This is why we need your help. Please go to www.keep6.org. www.keep6.org. keep6.org. Make that donation. Lend us a helping hand so we could have many more hands reach out and touch our community. Eddie, it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. I know that the documentary and everything that you're going to have putting out is going to be an absolute success. I thank you for being here today. Really appreciate you. And I hope people go and just look you up, contact you if you need help. You're the man to contact. Correct?
So you say, no, that is, I don't want to be like, yeah, I mean, but true.
It is what it is. It is what I got to tell it like it is. You're the man to contact. And we gotta have more like you reach out to our community. Listen, I keep telling you, they're normal people just like you and I. And we're making it. We're making it. They've gone through the struggles. They've made the changes to positivity. They can do it, so can you. You're not different. We could all do it together. We're here to lend a helping hand. www.keep6.org. I have some more interesting acts coming up. Keep it locked right here on the virtual telethon. I keep telling you, local talent is something we pride ourselves in. Local talent is something that we look upon and we are blessed to have. This young gentleman comes from the West End city of Toronto, but he represents all of Toronto, the whole of the 6. He does what he does, and he does what he does the best. His name is Oderick. If you don't get that name, Oderick, trust me, you're going to hear about that time and time and time again. This young man is here to perform for you, listening and looking in right now on the Keep 6 virtual telethon. Get used to it. Remember this name, Oderick.
Look at yourself, see yourself through my eyes. And I know that the world could be cruel to you sometimes, but that's alright, cause you know yourself, yeah. Pick yourself up one more time. Everything could change right now in this moment, so stay focused and be ready. Look at yourself, see yourself through my eyes. And I know that the world could be cruel to you sometimes, but that's alright, cause you know yourself. Pick yourself up one more time. Everything could change right now in this moment, so stay focused. Learn to keep your head up, there'll be another day. If everything went right, then you'll never change. I won't judge you, I used to be in your place, where everything was everyone else's fault but mine. I heard it hearts come alive in the nighttime. You're the reason I believe that in the first place. I hate to make you feel alone when you need me. I'm trying to show you you don't need nobody but yourself. Thought I wanted more friends in the worst way. Life just showed me that that wasn't what I needed. After several times that just can't be a mistake. You don't learn from that, then it's gonna keep repeating. Believe me, thought I had an angel watching over me, but I'm by myself and I'll be fighting all these demons. I know I said this once before, but I'm repeating it in case nobody ever told you I believe in you. Look at yourself, see yourself through my eyes. And I know that the world could be cruel to you sometimes, but that's alright, cause you know yourself, yeah. Pick yourself up one more time. Everything could change right now in this moment, so stay focused. If this don't end up working out, there'll be another way. If everything went right, then you'll never change. So much easier to never look at yourself like it's their fault, no, it's his fault without they cheated it. Even when I think I'd be having the worst day, somehow I always bounce back and start achieving. Whenever I pray and I don't get what I prayed for, it made me question if I ever really needed it. I thought I wanted more friends in the worst way. Your life just showed me that it wasn't what I needed. But past the point where we could call this all a mistake. If you don't learn from that, then it's gonna keep repeating. Believe me, I thought I had an angel watching over me, but I'm by myself and I be fighting all these demons. yourself through my eyes. And I know that the world could be cruel to you sometimes, but that's alright, cause you know yourself. Pick yourself up one more time. Everything could change right now at this moment. So stay focused and be ready. See yourself through my eyes. And I know that the world could be cruel to you sometimes, but that's alright, cause you know yourself. Pick yourself up one more time. Everything could change right now in this moment. So stay focused and be ready.
I only got like 19 minutes in and I still been shutting it down. Rotation heavy, watch what I do with my wrist now. They try to boycott me like how Jay did to Chris Style, but I never fall off the way I switch styles. I pull up in that new Maserati, it gotta be gleaming. Moving mountains with my mind, replacing my fears with believing. It's crazy when you live in life without having a meaning, or get something you say you want but ain't actually mean it. Been living life on my own terms. Used to ask if she wanted a combo, now we ordering hors d'oeuvres. They find a little dust that ain't enough, they want more dirt. We could see who settled the score first. I've been on the bench for millions, it's not seasons I'm watching. Tupac and Biggie gone, ain't nobody alive that can stop us. I was making hits and send the club and speaker knockers. I'm sorry you ain't get the memo, we must have forgot you. I hit the valley with my ticket, he look at me racist. Even if this wasn't my car, I'm still going places. 542, I'm headed east without a destination. Only a few I count on who prefer to be nameless. People claim that they solid, but they shake like maracas. I gotta make the right moves, both of my daughters watching. I gave a hook and took a jab for a second, I paused. I want everything that I earn, including the applause. Respirating, they thought I flatlined. If my EKJ like my EPK, I'm living a long time. Gave up a couple friends for this long grind. Been seeing the fruits of my labor, I don't need any more signs. I'ma need an advance if you asking for more time. Sun Tzu fam, always ready for wartime. Leave him at the bay like the shoreline. I used to always hey, you up next, now they say fam, it's your time.
I live my life through regrets. I don't care about your credentials. I've been living life on the edge. I don't know how to be simple. I don't wanna say I'm a threat, but I think it's known without mention. I've been putting my pride on the line. I've been selling my ego for rental.
Success is in the air, I mix it with smoke. I breathe in as I stare, reality killing my hopes. Rosemary, I finally made it. No proposal, but it's like a well-timed engagement. I've been delaying. This for people that secretly wish I never made it. Kudos to you, in retrospect, you did me a favor. Iron Chef with these lyrics, man, I know all the flavors. Whip up some soul food so good and I never played it. Still remember when I dropped my ish and they never played it. Dave East, I did a lot, but I never hated. It's hard to tell us for real, everyone's animated. And even when it's not my fault, I never blame you. I called to tell you I accomplished all the things I said I never give up on. And I'm still elevating, but you ain't pick up. I just got a message waiting, I guess I'll tell you later.
I don't live my life through regrets. I don't care about your credentials. I've been living life on the edge. I don't know how to be simple. I don't wanna say I'm a threat, but I think it's known without mention. I've been putting my pride on the line. I've been selling my ego for rental.
Listen, I keep telling you, the talent is just absolutely getting better and better and better across the city of Toronto. I'm hoping you're taking it around the world. I'm hoping you're viewing and you're just loving and respecting what's happening here, what we're doing. These gentlemen, these females, these people who are participating in this telethon are taking their time to give to you, the youths of the community around the world, and encourage youths, empowering youths to be somebody, to make a positive change, to do good things. And, you know, when you see a man like Oderick sing songs, do the rap, do his style of music, it's absolutely a blessing. I always say blessing because I know the one above who has blessed us with his presence and just enlighten us is absolutely doing things for the better of the community. And Oderick, I want to thank you. and
Thank you for
appreciate
having me.
you. It's absolutely fabulous, you know, for you to take your time. You're from the West End of Toronto, correct?
Yes.
I'm from the West End, and you know, we've had gun violence.
It's crazy.
It is
too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much. And, you know, I know the area that you're from, just like the area that I'm from, it's almost daily. It's almost daily hitting it. How does that affect you as a person?
To be honest, I can't say that I've gotten used to it, but at a whole, that's what drives me to do my music in a whole, right? I do it for people that go through, basically they're in a minority situation, or people that go through emotional trauma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do it for them because I feel like they don't have a voice, basically. You know what I mean? And people that go through systematic racism, they don't really have a voice or something like that. So I try to be that voice for them as much as I can. Besides the fact that I just love music and I've been doing it for a long time. Besides that fact, like I feel like they need a voice too. So
how you know, I've asked this question to many, and especially as a young artist, a young, vibing, budding artist in this city. You know, you've touched on the topic of systematic racism, mental health. These are important issues in our time right now.
Very much.
Does that transpire through your music to make sure that you're giving that positive message all the time, or does it get doormat?
Very much so, to be honest with you. Like I said, most of my music, like I started in the church when I first started singing, and then I integrated and just kept doing music, kept doing it. But for the most part, yeah, I speak very much about the stuff that goes on in like a minority neighborhood, or people that go through systematic racism, or just racism in general, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like stuff like that is very important to put that type of message in your music, because I mean, it's all fun and games when you hear like the turn up music, right? And that's good to make and have fun at sometimes, but at the same time, you need to be speaking to your people in a broader aspect in general, you know?
You know, I want you to take it from your area. How important do you think it would be to have a platform, also maybe the community center, the rec room, people who are volunteering, people who are just encouraging and uplifting youths? How important do you think is that for that to have based in your area?
I think it's very important, because even when I was coming up in my area too, I had a program just like that called LEF, Learning Enrichment Foundation. And that helped me a lot. I mean, a lot of the times when I had like nothing to do, and I could have found other stuff to do, like it gave me, like, you know, the space and the time I needed to do something positive, something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, this is what it is, people. You have to understand, this is a positive person who's made a positive choice, upbringing in a community that has a lot of negativity surrounding it. And I mean, there's a lot of gun violence, but beyond that, there's a lot of mental health issues. There's a lot of systematic racism issues that are going on. And this young gentleman made a choice to make a positive effort, and it stands predominant today that he is moving in a positive direction. And I'm sure there's many, many out there watching who are in this young man's position. He could do it. You can too.
Very much so.
It's a movement that we got to show the world. It can be done with the right helps, with the right funding, with the right movement, with the right people. Positivity can make a change versus the negative movement that we see a lot of our youths go on. Oderick, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I thank you for being a part of this telethon today.
No problem.
I hope that, you know, the world could address and get in tune to your music and in tune to your flow. Where can people find you? I want to give the opportunity to people.
You can catch me on Instagram at ODERIIC. Also, all my other handles are the same thing on YouTube, on Facebook. So,
yeah, listen, check him out. Don't sleep on the talent, because you never know. He's a star here today, but the global ambassador he could be tomorrow. You want to be a part of that. Oderick, that's just one of the small acts, you know what I mean? Thank you
for having me, guys.
Appreciate you. Listen, this is what we need. We need more positive youths to be more positive in the community and coming out of the community, so people could see that positivity does come out of the communities. I'm telling you, this is why we're here. And we're asking for your donation at www.keep6.org. We're asking for whatever you could give so we could continue to keep giving as well. Listen, many more in store. That was Oderick. I got more acts for you. This is the Keep Six Telethon. You see, we got some exclusive behind the scenes right now. I'm watching a conversation take place, and I think I'm just going to roll the camera over there. Let's see if we could just get them to talk about, because it's very spectacular, the history of this young gentleman. We have the founder, CEO of Keep Six, Richard Miller, conversating with a young individual who has absolutely gone through a dramatic change in his life that, you know, I think he needs to tell his story, and I think you need to hear his story. His name is Damian Blackman. You need to hear this story. So let's see if we could bring the cameras over there, and let's see if we could just, have a sneak listen. It'll be our secret, just me and you.
Well, here we are again. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. But tonight, I'm just really here today with a good friend of mine, Jada Truckin. Jada has been around for a long, long time. We ended up connecting through the Keep Six organization. And fortunately, life is a very funny thing because we have the opportunity to cross paths where we're trying to do some really positive thing in the community. One of the things right now, as everyone know, we're trying to raise funds to help individuals in the community when it comes to gun violence. And I just really want to sit down and speak today on a man-to-man base with an individual like Jada. Jada, how do you feel about what's going on right now in the community, man?
I think it needs to stop, slow down at least. It's dangerous. It's not good, basically. It's not good.
I mean, there's a whole lot of young cats out there, and we know that they're getting jammed up in the system. We know that they're not building a future for themselves. But the whole thing about it is that we know how the system is already there to suppress these young men and women. How do you feel about what we can do to change their avenues and their directions in life?
I think we got a lot of work to do. I think we need dedication. We need to be persistent in our... I think we got a lot of work to do. I know we got a lot of work to do. And it's not going to be easy, and it can't be just a clout thing. It can't be, I'm going to help because it looks good, it sounds good. If you really want to make some changes, then you're going to have to dedicate yourself to this cause.
Right.
That's what I think.
I guess one of the things for me personally, man, maybe you can relate to this, but there's a lot of times when we're going through changes, right? Even when we're going through our own situation personally, and we came across a lot of young dudes, or a lot of even dudes, that was there with us, and they're talking about, man, when we get out, we want to make changes. But the unfortunate thing about it is that we're out here now and we're doing it, but them same dudes aren't to the plate even to support what we're trying to do, even to help the next generation. That's one of the things that really kind of touch me. And it makes me kind of feel they're sellouts.
We got sellouts in everywhere. That's life. That's life. You just gotta find the ones who are about it, who really want to make a change, right? Everybody gonna talk. A lot of people gonna talk. It's gonna sound good, especially when you're sitting behind bars. Everybody got their mind right. So we got a lot of sellouts everywhere. I don't think we focus on the sellouts, right? Let them go ahead and do what they do.
It's just unfortunate for me. I look at it because that we kind of set ourselves at a level because our minds are clear and we kind of know what's really needed in the community because we're there living it, right? So what we're trying to do is make a change for the next folks, right? But when we see these same brothers and sisters out here, but I hear about them in the clubs. They got the bottle service, at 2 $2 a pop, but we can't even see them to support us for $20. You know what I mean? To help the next generation. So that's how I look at it as being a sellout. You know what I mean? Like, what's really going on? We lived it, right? And the men might say whatever they want to say, but at the end of the day, what are you willing to do to step up to the table to make that change, to uplift our community and uplift our next generation?
You see, people always say money changes you, and it doesn't. Money is just going to enhance who you are. So those sellouts that you're speaking of, the ones that you were in jail and you see in the club now, not helping out the community, they were never going to help out the community. It was always about them. It was always selfishness. You know what I mean? So what's happening now is you're seeing their true characters. They just want to pop bottles and get fly. That's all on them. But that's all it's doing.
Well, at the end of the day, I'm dedicated to the community. I'm dedicated to the work I'm doing. And you're dedicated to the community. You're dedicated to the work we're doing. So, hey, let's just do what we got to do and keep it moving. At the end of the day, folks, I'm Richard Miller. I'm out here, Keep Six organization. Started from the bottom. We're getting somewhere. And we're going to keep on doing what we got to do. Only thing we're asking is for you to do what you can do, is to help us, to help others in the community, because we need to make a change and we need to make a difference. And whatever you can do today, it means a whole lot to the next generation. Jada, how do you feel about this organization and what we're trying to do in making changes in our community?
You see, I'm sitting here, right, and I'm taking it all in. I'm just keeping it 100, right? So I rate the organization. I love it. I like what it's doing. Me coming from the street, I understand both sides, right? I'm not too far removed from the street where I don't know what's going on and I don't understand. I overstand 100%, and I understand that you're going to have to make some choices, some real decisions for you to get to where you really want to be, right? So what you guys are doing is heavy for the community, like what you guys did here tonight especially, right? A lot of people don't care. So you see the youngins on the road, everybody just want to belong to something. So they feel like they have nobody who's caring, who's looking out for them, who gives a damn, right? So they're going to go to where they feel more comfortable. That's the streets. So now what you're doing is actually showing that you give a damn. You're caring. You're looking out. And that goes a long way. Because I know in my situation, I just wanted somebody to give a damn. I just wanted somebody to say, hey, yo, what's going on? Nah, let's go this way. Show me how to get some real money, some legit money, and be safe. You know what I mean? So if you're showing with all the opportunities that you're doing, man, you're doing that's bigger than the kids what these in the clubs are doing.
Right.
You're doing real work. You may not even see the impact that you're having, but me, like I said, I'm not too far removed from the street, so I know what's going on out there. You're doing a great work, and people are looking up to it. You know what I mean? That's what I think about that. What you guys are doing for the organization.
Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, and just keep it, moving the best way that we can. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now in the community.
So what I'm doing, I just want to. So I own a trucking company, a dump truck company, right? So what I do is I teach young black males and females how to get rich or die trucking. Basically, that's the brand, right? So as we know, we're plagued with felonies and charges, misdemeanors. We grow up in the system, right? And with that, you don't get a lot of job opportunities with a record. When trucking is one of probably the only industry where your record doesn't matter. You could have bodies, you could be a thief, you could be whatever. As long as you know how to drive, then you could be in the trucking industry. So what I'm showing my folks is how to get into that and how to create some generational wealth for themselves. You know, me and their family, and just get out the street life.
That's really good, man. I'm my hat goes off to you for the work that you're doing, and I show you nothing but love. And I just want to say thank you for all the support you've been stepping out here at Keep Six and supporting us. But most of all, what you're doing for the community, man. It's good to see a brother going through situations in life, but at least have the opportunity to remember where you came from and remember the next generation.
I don't think you
coming.
could forget, man. I don't think a lot of people use this in our culture, use the term real and use the word real. And if you are trying to, what we call get rich and switch, that ain't real to me, right? You got to reach back you have to reach back. You can't just go across to the other side and be like, well, I made it across the river. F y'all. Nah. All right, let's figure out how to get a boat, get on back, and bring as much people across here as possible. You know what I mean? True, we're not getting rich and switch.
That's how we do it.
You know what I mean? I'm keeping it 100. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, but that's the only way to be, right? Just be real and, tell it the way it is, man. And you know what, folks? I mean, a lot of people might not understand where we're coming from, but it's just as real as it gets in the community, right? This is what a lot of young folks are going through. This is the way a lot of young folks sees it. So I just want to say my hat goes off to you for the work you're doing. And it's a pleasure just to sit back and kick it with you and for your support as always. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
So one more thing. Where can everyone reach you at Jada Truckin'?
On Instagram, so Jada_Truckin_Empire, or the website is GetRichOrDieTruckin.ca. Yeah.
Beautiful. And you can always reach us at keep6.org. And please donate. We need your help to make a change in our community and these young folks. God bless.
Fact.
We have enlightened you with every type of genre of music. We've enlightened you with empowerment and upliftment messages. We're not stopping. We're keep going. It's the telethon of all telethons. It's the Keep Six virtual telethon to empower of the youths of the community. I'm telling you, this is what we do. That's why we're asking for your donation. www.keep6.org. Small donation will make a mountain of difference. So we're asking you to please take the time and go to www.keep6.org. And for your listening pleasure, none other than we present to you the great classical R&B and souls. He gives you every type of genre of music. Michael Dunston.
Ah, yes. For my favorite singer, Donny Hathaway. We're going all the way, y'all. Love. 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 Hey. Love, love, love. Why'd you take so long to come to me? Oh, baby. And love, love, your love. Tell me, were you hiding from me all the time? Each time I try to find someone to take your place, it was all in vain. Know that lips were never quite the same. Nah, baby. When I was kissing someone new, deep inside, I was missing you. Oh, baby, you make me fall in love with you. I don't know just what I'm gonna do. Oh, honey, I look out into empty space, but all I saw was your sweet face.
Every time you smile, it goes through me all the time. Day by day, I'm falling more in love with you. And there's no lie, cross my heart, and honey, I hope to die. 'Cause I'm not trying to mislead you. Believe me, girl, I really need you. Oh, baby, you make me fall in love with you. I don't know just what I'm gonna do. Oh, honey, I look out into empty space, and all I saw was your sweet face. Come on. Ooh. Love, love, you love. You can't imagine what you do to me. No, baby. And love, you love. Every time you smile, it goes through me all the time. Day by day, I'm falling more in love with you. And there's no lie, cross my heart, and honey, I hope to die. 'Cause I'm not trying to mislead you. Believe me, girl, I really need you. Oh, baby, you make me fall in love with you. I don't know just what I'm gonna do. Oh, honey, I look out into empty space, and all I saw was your sweet face. Oh, baby, you make me fall in love with you. I don't know just what I'm gonna do. Oh, honey, I look out into empty space, and all I saw was your sweet face. Hey, was your sweet face. All I saw was, baby, was your sweet face. All I saw, ooh, yeah, was your sweet face. Ooh, yeah. Thank you. Hang on to the world as it spins around. Just don't let the spin get you down. Things are moving fast. Hold on tight, and you will last. Keep your self-respect, your manly pride. Get yourself in gear. Keep your stride. Never mind your fears. Brighter days will soon be here. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Yeah.
Take it from me, take it from me, yes. Thank you.
You see, when we say stars among stars, we really mean it. When we say we're giving you the best, we're giving you the pleasure that you have of just viewing in your home. It's absolutely, tremendous of the talent that we have. And having here today with us the great Michael Dunston here with us on Keep Six. I really appreciate you, sir. Really, really beautiful, beautiful music that you have flowed through to the world listening. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Glad to be here, man.
Listen, it's for a good cause. You know the cause. It's for empowering the youth in the community. You yourself have had this dramatic changes in life. You've done such good things. What does it mean for you to be here today for this cause?
It means that I get to lend a little myself on a unselfish basis. So it's coming at you real as opposed to being hired to do something that I do for a living.
Correct.
This is more like giving.
Yeah. A lot of youths around the world are looking up to you right now, looking up to you today. And we need the help. We need them to donate. But more than that, you've donated your time and your effort here. And, we just need to applaud you for that, number one. Going through what you've gone through and seeing what you see across this city, what do you think we need to do to make change for these youths?
You got to make knowledge from your elders available to the youth like it was available to me growing up. So I always learned from people that were older than me, a little more on top of it, and don't skin up your nose at someone trying to tell you something that might be positive. It's so easy for young kids to go to the negative side of things because the negative side is the easy way out. If you try to be positive, if you try to lend something that's going to be good, your friends might tease you a little bit, but good is always going to outweigh evil. So I always lean towards, I hear someone talking negative, I go, listen, look at the other side of that, the positive side. And that's the side that you want to be on. That's the side that's going to help you grow.
Yeah.
The negative side is just going to pull you down and pull you apart.
Yeah. Over, of course, in the last maybe 2 years, systematic racism has been a dominant effect in the role. Mental health problems are arriving daily. Abuse is on the rise. The world is in a cluster. COVID-19 is here, there's just so much, if there's a positive that we could look forward to, what would it be?
I'd say that systematic racism that you brought up has been brought to the surface, so it can no longer hide.
Yeah.
That's the positive side of that, because it might have taken something like a bad president that we in the United States had to bring it to the surface, but at least we know that it was always in the background.
Yeah.
It's in your face now. How are you going to deal with it? How are you going to make that move to get that person to think a little bit more in the middle? Not on your side, but can we come together in the middle somewhere? The middle is what's missing from democracy right now. You got the right, you got the left. Nobody wants to touch the middle, but the middle is where you come together and you can make that blend. Yeah. So that's what's necessary. If we can all come together in the middle, so you don't have to be with me, you don't have to like what I do, but listen, we can like something about each other.
Yeah.
And that's the middle.
There you have it. Don't take the easy way out. Join together in the middle. Come together. That's what the graceful Michael Dunston has said. This is why we need your donation, so we can all come together. This is why we need you to donate. www.keep6.org. That's where we need you to go. Take a second. Take a moment. Think before you act, of course, but please act. Don't just sit there and watch. Act. www.keep6.org. keep6.org. That's where we need to go. Thank you, Mr. Michael Dunston. You've graced a beautiful, beautiful set. And, you know, I hope that the world will be embraced by you and encouraged by you and your words here today. So I really appreciate you and thank you for coming out here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Not a problem, not a problem. Listen, it's not done yet. It's not done. It's just going to keep going and going until we say it's done. But go donate, please. www.keep6.org. When we say words of encouragement, this gentleman completes that statement and advances, goes and beyond that. This man is none other than Mr. Dwayne Morgan, a spoken word, artistic feature, and a global ambassador of empowering youth and our community. We're proud to have him here inside this telethon at Keep 6.
To be a gift, born into this world male, packaged in black skin, is to be constantly reminded that your life is disposable, that it lacks meaning and value and isn't protected by the law. You live with the knowledge that justice is a drunk that will not be served. We, the black gifts, are the first to be accused and the last to be believed, the guilty until proven innocent, the aggressor despite the evidence. We are the hoops for which loopholes are made, the sambos, the puppets. Our value determined by the worth we bring our puppeteers, so dance, Negro, dance. Rap, black boy, rap. Run, boy, run. But what about those of us who are regular, who are average, who don't have gifts or talents that the world wants or needs, who are just their bodies packaged in black skin, stuck on modern-day plantations, being abused at will, and people wonder why we seldom smile, and it seems like our looks could kill. We are the ones who put basketballs in our sons' palms before they can walk and only dribble, with the hope that they will grow to dribble beyond their packaging. We are the ones that make elevators go quiet, purses and loved ones clench tighter. We are the deer that stare down the barrel of guns, but there is no license needed to hunt us. We are the suspicious packages at the airport or in any store with goods that we aren't supposed to be able to afford, whether in a hoodie or a suit, accused of driving while black in minivans or coupes. We are the black licorice discarded at Halloween, the silhouette used for target practice by the police, the black men who spend their days wanting nothing but to be human with respect and dignity. So this is for every Trayvon, Jaquan, Marcus, Jordan, Dwayne, for every black man considered a nobody despite having a name, for everyone who has ever felt the pain of race, for the empty seat beside a black man on the train, for we are the ones who meet death on cold asphalt, discarded like roadkill. We are the ones, worthless bodies packaged in black skin that nobody seems to want. We are the voiceless. We are the ones. Thank you. All right, this piece is called Black Boys. It was 4 a.m. when she woke me, and I can still remember the cold sweat on the back of my neck like it was yesterday. 13 years have now passed. And I can still remember the pregnancy test in my hand and how it felt like my heart and my world had stopped simultaneously. And nobody knows this. But at every doctor's visit, as he would perform routine ultrasounds, I would look from the ground to the screen, hoping, praying to God that none of the squiggly lines that I was seeing would confirm this little being as a boy. And I don't feel good about it. But I've lived a long time in skin despised simply for its hue, so every November I go populist. Not out of disrespect, I'm just not a fan of Remembrance Day, remembering that there has never been a plane sent to save us. We are the displaced, our bodies and religion stolen. We were given a new prophet as they use us to make profits. Ask Nike what a black man is worth. For hundreds of years, we've been killed as a form of amusement, gunned down with no fear of repercussions, so don't blame me for not wanting to be burdened by the birth of a black boy born into a world built on his back, forcing me to teach him how to write and his rights, knowing that even my greatest efforts can't keep him alive when his skin is a threat. So yes, I stood there, staring blankly at a screen, hoping, praying to God that none of the squiggly lines that I was seeing would confirm this little being as a boy. Maybe having a girl would increase my chances of not having a child who'd grow up to be a hashtag trending, because the killing of black men has been a trend since forever. So we write Black Lives Matter, not to try to inform others, but to try to convince ourselves in a world that is constantly showing us otherwise. And my heart can't help but break for those parents who have had their children snatched from their lives. It was an April afternoon when I found myself pacing around the delivery room, wondering if my prayers would be answered at 3:20. The most precious little girl was presented to me, and I cried uncontrollably for hours, knowing that I had just been blessed. Not because having a girl would make her worth more, but because we live in a world where Black boys will always be worth less. Thank you. This piece is called Picture Day. There's a line out the door of 13-year-old Black boys dressed in their Sunday's best, accompanied by parents looking stressed but understanding this rite of passage. It's Picture Day. So we dress up our teens and make them say cheese, continue this routine every 2 years, images archived online in case our sons die gone too soon. This way, the media can be given the official images that we want used, not the ones they always seem to find that have us looking like we've lived a life of crime and are unworthy of compassion, empathy, inquiries, investigations, and nobody wants to be here. This is no one's idea of a fun afternoon, a good use of family time, taking pictures in case our sons die, but everyone knows that a picture says 1,000 words, and this might be the only obituary spoken heard, because we are living in a world where more Black boys will die in Chicago than soldiers during the Iraq War, where Black boys will continue to die from being poor, with poor options and poor choices, leaving us pouring out liquor, spilling spirits for lost spirits, because Black lives only seem to matter when they're dead. So every month, we put aside funds for our son's education/funeral fund. We live in the now. Tomorrow seems like a cruel joke. When you grow up in communities that make you play Hunger Games for survival, creating rivals out of street codes, often outlined in chalk in our street clothes, we think we're dying prematurely. They think we're dying right on time. So every 2 years, we reluctantly join this line, ensuring that the first hood he wears is not the one that he's buried in, that he sees how handsome he is, the potential that he has, that he gains the desire to live, so that these pics can be used for nothing more than special occasions and milestones that we celebrate. So let me fix your tie. Stand up straight. Smile, son. It's Picture Day. Thank you.
Spoken word. Spoken from a true gentleman, a true legend, a true superstar from Toronto, and international superstar as well, Dwayne Morgan. Dwayne, how you doing, sir?
I'm excellent. Happy to be here.
Listen, it is an honor let me just tell you straight. I used to run home and listen to Obama speak and stuff like that. But anywhere you are, I will definitely go to and listen to you speak.
I appreciate it.
Your words are so encouraging, and your style and your grace and how you articulate them is very fascinating, very fascinating. What's the kind of power or push that you need to be a spoken word star, spoken word, artist?
Well, I mean, I think you have to be able to craft a story that people can relate to. Sometimes people just speak to the choir, as they say, and people who've been through the same things. But, because I've had the opportunity to travel and go international and stuff, I have to take stories from Toronto and be able to make sure that people in Germany understand it. So it's really looking at how you craft a story in such a way that no matter where people are from, no matter language, they can still get the essence of it. And I think that's really a big piece of it, is just really how you craft a story so that people really feel what it is that you're talking about.
You said you spoke, and I know you've traveled. I've watched you on Instagram, and I've seen your stories, and I personally know you that, I know you're that well requested around the world. Mm-hmm. Have you gone to places feeling or not feeling like they understand whether it's the English language or what you're going to say? Does it make you uncomfortable? Does it put you in a different aura? Does it excite you, though, to try to win over that crowd?
I mean, the only time I felt that was the first time I traveled overseas, and that was actually to Germany. And at the time, I had all of these, Scarborough poems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I went over there, and people were just staring at me because nobody knew what I was talking about. Nobody knew where Scarborough was. So that was a great learning experience. It's the one show that I could say I bombed completely, and it was the greatest turning point and learning experience for me because I never wanted to have that feeling again. So I really had to analyze what made it such a bad performance, and it was. I'm talking to them about stuff that they don't even know what I'm talking about. So it really changed how I write. So now I'm confident anywhere in the world I go. I just get up on stage and I do my thing, and I know I'm gonna connect with people.
You made a very good point that you felt like you bombed, but you took it as a learning lesson, and you changed your attitude and you changed how you approach the situation. The youths of today now, how do you feel when you hear a lot about gun violence, because you're an advocate yourself?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel when you hear about them who have, made mistakes? What is their correction route? What should they try and do to look out for? Like yourself, like you saw a mistake, you made it, you made a change.
It's one of the things that nobody wants to make mistakes, but nobody succeeds without mistakes.
Correct.
And I think, we have this, everybody wants to look good on social media and all this stuff. And the young people, they see the money and the glimmer and all the glam and the jewels and all that kind of stuff. And I tell them all the time that the success that I have is because I've mastered failing. I fail big, I fail often, I fail in public. And every failure teaches me what I need to succeed. Okay. So you can never move forward if you're afraid to fail.
Right.
Because when you get afraid to fail, then you're not going to try. You're going to stay in your comfort zone. You're just going to do what the guys on the block do because you don't want to stand out. You want to be different. You don't want to have people say, oh, look at that. You're too stush, you're too this, you're too that. So you just stay in your box. Correct. And you don't realize that there's a big world out there that's just waiting for people who are willing to try.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always tell young people, go out there and fail, man. When you're young, that's the best time to fail because you have time to recover from all the failures. You know what I mean?
Yes.
When you're like 50, you can't be starting at 50. Like there's ramifications when you fail at 50.
Yeah.
You got kids, all sorts of stuff. So as young people, go out there, try things, explore, fail.
Yeah.
And that's how you succeed.
Yeah. Listen, I've seen and heard you, and I think you're absolutely fabulous at what you do. I could never imagine that a man could just speak and captivate the crowd and elevate himself from nothing to something. Mm-hmm. And that's what you've done, and I really appreciate that. You also have, I think you do have your own programs where you help the younger generation. Is that not true? What do you have?
Yeah, so I do, my stuff is all through the art. So I have, open mics and different things. I mentor, younger artists who are trying to, get in the game, especially with spoken word, who are trying to do things, work with them, help them, craft their work, teach, some business of art workshops so that they can actually learn how to get the money side right. So I'm always trying to do as much as I can with the young people to show them a way because, too often, generation after generation, we keep starting over again, and we need more people from our generation reaching down to the younger generation, say, hey, let me show you the way, you know what I mean? As opposed to, no, I don't want to share what I have. Let them figure it out. We have a responsibility to make sure that as we rise, we're bringing somebody with us.
There you go. And can anybody join? Male, female, anybody join?
Anybody. You just got to be willing to do the work.
There you go. And how do people reach you? How do people connect?
You just go on Google, whatever, put in Dwayne Morgan, and all my stuff comes up. Website, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you at, I'm there. So that's it.
That's it. Listen, Dwayne Morgan, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for being a part of this and empowering. You truly are a standard in the city of Toronto of what empowering the youth in the community is. And I really appreciate that. And I really look forward to working with you more and seeing more of your work. I really appreciate that. This is what we do here at Keep Six. We have people that are positive, very well cultured in the community and appreciate the community and want to see the community uplift themselves. We at Keep Six are doing what we can do along with others like Dwayne Morgan in the community to help push the community to better levels. We're asking you and we're pleading with you to donate what you can to keep this movement going. www.keep6.org. That's all we ask for you to go www.keep6.org and donate what you can and let us keep pushing the community to be better. We're empowering youth, we're empowering the community. We got way more in store. That was just a beautiful spoken word by Dwayne Morgan. Also, check him out. Google him, go on Instagram, search him. Maybe your child wants to be the next great spoken word artist. This is the man, Dwayne Morgan. Keep Six. We have much more in store in this virtual Keep Six telethon, empowering the youth in the community.
Wonderful. Thank you, Wiz. You've got a very powerful team over there tonight, and it was a very powerful show with spoken words and so forth. I just want to say to everyone, we really appreciate you coming in and tuning in tonight and helping us. Please, whatever you're able to do, we appreciate whatever donation you're able to help us with to do the work that we continue to do. And please look forward to much more events for the new year that we'll be putting together, and we continue to do the work that we can achieve in our community. And as you're quite aware, we're going through some really difficult times with the COVID-19, and we've got a lot of families that we're trying to help for this holiday season. Unfortunately, we're not able to do our normal holiday dinner, so this is what we would like to do to reach out to the community for your help this year to help us achieve our goal of helping others in the community. We have some other great artists coming up, and I know, Wiz, you've got some real powerhouse artists lined up to continue this event. So we have a little bit more time to go. Let's keep this going, and thank you again for joining us, and we appreciate all your donations and all your support that you've been given to Keep Six. Please, www.keep6.org. Thank you. Wiz, back to you.
Right here, Keep Six, the telethon, the virtual telethon for you and yours around the world. We introduce to you a golden voice, a lady who is a statue of empowerment within this community. She goes by the name of Liberty Silver.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows some turkey and some mistletoe will help to start the day off right. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa way. He's got lots of toys and goodies in his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. Simple phrase from kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been Father, I thank you for where I am and for where I have come from.
Different days and nights, different lives, ancient dreams, illuminating light, inner sight into distant dreams. All things will pass when we open our eyes. Memories we will find have been there for all our lives. Jazz in the eyes of God, Holy Moses. Deja vu days and nights, different lives, distant dreams. Illuminating light, inner sight into ancient peace. My soul is the key that unlocks any door. You might then realize that you've been here before. Jazz in the eyes of God, inshallah. Deja vu days and nights, different lives, distant dreams, illuminating light, inner sight into ancient music illusions. There's no wrong and there's no right. There are millions of shades in between black and white. Jazz in the eyes of God. Thank you, Jesus. Deja vu days and nights, different lives, distant dreams, illuminating light, inner sight into ancient peace. Come on, y'all.
Listen, I'm in utter awe right now. So if I talk and I muffle myself, the person beside me, it's their fault. That is why. It is Liberty Silver's fault. I'm telling you this. It's a queen among queens. Songstress, an award-winning global ambassador of the music scene for Canada. Liberty, you have touched the hearts of so many around the world, and you continue to do that. You are such a blessed soul. Canada is lucky to have you put them on the map in the way that you have done, and you are truly an inspiration for so many out there in this music industry. And for you to be a part of this is just absolutely, nobody has words for it. So first, let me just start off by thanking you for being a part of this movement here.
You are so welcome, and all the great people of the entire world are welcome.
Yeah.
It's something as an artist that we do and we give from the spirit, and we have an obligation to change the world spiritually, and I do that through music and writing.
Yeah. Listen, no one has traveled like you. I wish I've traveled like you, and you've traveled this globe. I'm sure you've seen so much underprivilege, so much destruction, so much that could change. I know we're doing a movement to empower youth right here, but what do you think could be one of the most positive changes that we as a people could make?
That's a really huge question, and at this time it's to love thy brother. That is one of the commandments, and we have to love each other. We've been on this earth originally from the beginning, and we're still here, and we still have not learned how to do that appropriately, or for each other and with each other and trust each other. Everybody sees what we do and they imitate it, but not like us. Right? So we have to learn how to accept each other and love each other and take that and work together and build together.
Yeah.
And that's what we haven't been able to do for such a long time.
Yeah.
And some of it is because of other people and other places and other times, but we're still here and we're still surviving.
Yeah.
So we were built to last.
Yeah.
So we have to love each other. Doesn't matter if you come from Trinidad or Jamaica.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Aquis is still the same on each island. Right? So we're being petty about what the big picture is, what the Creator has in store for us if we acknowledge him and live by his simple rules. There was many more commandments than just 10 in the beginning.
Correct.
There was hundreds of them. But he said, let me make it simple for you. Right? So all we have to do is get down to the root of who we are and love each other and work together.
Yeah. You've been an inspiration and inspiring women all over the world through their music, and you just keep going and going. Women, I don't know what it is and why some people don't see it's a equal. It's far equal. It's 50-50 across the board. What are you doing, or what do you think should be done for more women in the industry, especially in the music industry?
One thing I find in the industry, no matter where or who it is that we are competitive instead of supportive. That is our downfall. So what I would answer to your question is working together to empower each other.
There you go.
And if you have knowledge and you hold it back because you think you're smarter, that in itself is a sin. His Imperial Majesty said, knowledge is to be shared so that everybody knows what to do, right? And how to conduct themselves accordingly.
Correct.
So we have to share and we have to improve and empower each other.
You see it? You see it? I've been telling you. I've been using the words all this time. Empower. These are powerful words. This is from a queen of the music industry, Liberty Silver. We're asking you and we're pleading with you to help us empower the youths. Help us empower the next generation. We need it. We need to be able to do this. If you could help us, we could help so many across the board. Liberty Silver, I want to thank you for being a part.
Brother.
You are such a beloved person. Your spirit is great. Everything about you is just absolutely fabulous. And I want the especially the women who are out there to understand it's equal across the board. And you are a perfect example of making it, and everybody can make it out there.
Absolutely.
If just put together.
Absolutely. Even if people say you can't and the odds are against you, that's when you push to success.
Push to success. push to donate and help us.
Please donate.
Push to donate. Go to www.keep6.org. That's www.keep6.org. And let us help empower the youth, empower one another. We need it, and that's why we're asking. Liberty Silver here, graced our stages. Oh, man, what a performance. We hope to get more, and I'm sure on every social media aspect, just Google Liberty Silver.
Yeah.
Every social media aspect, and you will be able to listen to the Queen right here.
Our children are in crisis, and they're killing each other. No matter how old they are, we're still children in spirit.
Yeah.
www.keep6.org. Give generously. Even if you don't think you have anything to give a little.
A little helps, a lot.
Thank you. God bless.
There you have it. We've thought about it, we produced it, and we executed it. We hope that we have pleased you today, and we hope that you understand what we're doing here today. We're here trying to empower our community, trying to make the youths better for tomorrow. We are here doing this telethon and asking you to go once again into your pocket and donate to www.keep6.org. Let me tell you something. Beside me is the man of the hour, the week, and the months. Blood, sweat, and tears have gone into preparing this for you all. Here beside me is the founder, the CEO, and a community friend to a lot of people, is Mr. Richard Miller. Richard, you have executed and gone above and beyond with your production team, with the team of Keep Six, this telethon. How do you feel?
Thank you very much. I just want to say it's a great feeling. And most of all, just to be able to help our community and to make changes for these young people and the next generation to come after I'm long gone. One of the things most is the violence that's been happening, and my work that I do is to make changes and show these young people a positive outlook and for their future. So please, we're asking for your help today. Whatever you can, please donate to www.keep6.org. Every donation helps, and we are here to help our community in these difficult times.
Listen, I want to thank you, Richard, for being the person that you are, taking the steps that you take and the chances that you take, and the amount of time that if people only would know and understand that you do, from work to probably not even sleeping at home sometimes in your car because you're traveling up and down, your phone, you're on here, you're there. I think what you're doing is a blessed thing, and I hope God continues to bless you and the Keep Six organization, and we continue to empower the youth of the community. I mean, listen, this is not easy, and you didn't have to do it, but you're doing it. Is there much more that you think you could do?
There's much more I think I could do. Under the circumstances and the climate we're in right now, I'm doing my best. And I'm very much at ease with the work I'm able to do. And that's the reason why I'm here today, to ask our community just to give a helping hand. And I just would like to also thank my team at Keep Six and everyone else out there who's taken the time to donate and who's been by my side through this journey and believed and supported in the work that I do. I just would like to say thank you. And most of all, also, Wiz, I'd like to say thank you for your support for the last few years, working with you and always being there for all of our events and being a support in the community.
Always a pleasure, and I will hope to, God spare my life, continue to be on this journey with you all. Listen, before I get out of here, I'd like to thank the film crew, the camera crew. I'd like to thank Rachel and all the people behind the scenes that have made this possible. This has been an extraordinary event. This has been an event that I hope you out there have taken in and understood. And I hope that you will go to www.keep6.org and donate whatever you can to help Richard and the rest of us empower the community, help those who are less fortunate, and help those who are the next generation that we could always, always be proud of. Thank you.
And I just want to say thank you to everyone again, and thank you to Dennis over at Demis Music Studio for his production and his hard work and his support throughout these difficult times. Thanks to the camera crew, and thanks to everyone over at Keep 6 for their hard work in putting this together. God bless.
Keep6.org. We're out.
Hey, Rachel.
That is a nice face.
How are you?
Where's Rachel?
Everybody is asking for you. How are you? How was it? It was like a long tell me about the 2 days. Tell me about the 2 days that just happened. Rachel, this is gonna go at the end of the video, so we gotta tell me about the 2 days. Like,
look, you're
It was fun. It was dope. It was Richard, come here.
You don't need me. You don't need me. You're good on your own. You're good on your
it
own.
was fine. It was dope.
Yeah.
So Richard did an amazing job of getting everybody together from the 6. Richard had this idea and brought it to me and said, we can't do a Christmas fundraising event, a dinner like we did last year. So he said, why don't we get a bunch of artists from the 6 together and let's raise money. So we did that in the span of about 4 weeks. And we got a bunch of super, super dope artists from the 6. A lot of talent.
Great talents.
And yeah, thank you for your generous donations. And
Here we are. We are looking to make changes in the community and stop the violence. A whole lot of killings going on, and we want to help in the best way we can. Don't be shy. Help us. We need your help.
Keep 6.
In the 6.